they
Don't be shocked.
They took Benton from Wisconsin a couple years ago.
They could draft Luther Burden to replace Pickens because I heard Pickens is getting trade interest. So,
I mean, maybe it's a linebacker.
I can't believe the Cowboys took Tyler Booker. That's such a Cowboys thing.
but it was so amazing.
Jake said he was calling him an MFer on.
We have a spoiler alert, and it's not a quarterback.
Oh, Jake's crashing out as a
God.
Bengals fan.
If not a quarterback, then it's probably Will Johnson.
Oh, I heard the sound effect.
I was correct, actually.
Derek
Oh, I
Harmon.
just heard it. I heard
it.
Hey, Wolfie, we heard it through your TV, by the way.
Oh, you want me to turn it down so it's not a surprise?
Wow.
It's a surprise? You want me to
Yeah,
turn it down?
turn it down a little bit
Just
for
turn it
us,
down a little
but
Wow. And he
Levi,
continues to fall.
Levi, did I not say that
Hold on, let
might
me
be a
fix this up.
defensive
I'll turn it down
tackle?
for you.
Oh
Might
my
be-
goodness.
I said it might be a defensive tackle. Then. And I
He
stand
fits
correct.
like that
Bro, it's about to
3-4, like.
Wow.
Yeah, he's about to cry because he doesn't have to deal with Shedeur Sanders on his team.
I mean, he's not a bad player, though. You can't be too mad with that pick. Like,
Listen,
He can't be.
I may have my biases towards Oregon, but this dude is big.
yeah, he showed up at the combine too. He's 310 pounds, and he moved so cleanly for that weight. Like,
Yep.
He's a good player.
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, for a
He's a
guy
good
that
player.
big with that speed, that says a lot.
I think we know where Jim Harbaugh is going here.
Now this is going to be a big curveball. A lot of people
I
have
know.
him taking Loveland, and Loveland, of course, not
No,
on the
I-
board right now.
No, I knew Loveland wasn't going to be there, so I had him getting Grant. But I think next best option, if it's not Grant, it is going to be Will Johnson. He is going to get one of his Michigan players.
You're
sorry.
not wrong. I mean, if you look at
He-
that cornerbacks right there,
And he knows. You know, Jim Harbaugh knows the potential that Will Johnson has.
and of course,
I think
last
this
year,
is where Mike Green comes off the board.
Yeah, I got Mike Green. I think it's Mike Green.
I'm saying Will
Dayon Henley,
Johnson.
3rd-round pick, one of our guys from a year ago or 2 years
Or
ago.
Matthew Golden.
Or
Matthew Golden. No, I was Matthew Golden or Mike Green here.
I'm saying Matthew Golden's going to go the next pick to Green Bay if he doesn't go here.
That would be solid.
I feel like it's.
'Cause-
I agree with Sponge. I think it's got to be Will Johnson, man.
I think it's
Like,
got to be Will Johnson. Yeah.
He also last year, in the 2nd round, drafted his former defensive captain linebacker from Michigan. I think
Yep. I forget that kid's name.
Dayon Henley's a stud too.
I
Crazy
forget.
for
Oh my
Will
god, I
Johnson.
forget the kid's name that he drafted last year from Michigan.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. He was their defensive captain,
I
middle
know
linebacker.
who you're talking about.
Let me see. I can find it. Let's see.
Was it an edge? I think it was an edge.
No, Junior Colson, linebacker.
Yeah, Junior Colson. Yep.
Yep.
I didn't know he was the captain, but
Yeah, he was one of the defensive captains, I think, over there for Michigan.
Was Will Johnson a captain too?
That I
They're
don't
gonna
know.
select- They're going to select Shedeur Sanders.
But Dayon Henley here from
Oh my
Washington
God.
State was one of the
Shedeur
studs.
Sanders.
I have a question for David McNiner.
Huh.
So the Rams, their quarterback is old. Do you think if Shedeur is still there, do you think the Rams will draft him?
Yes,
I wanna know.
actually.
Honestly, it's a total Sean McVay move.
Because Rudy's not here.
And
I
Sean
mean,
I
McVay
mean,
is like-
they just signed like Matthew Stafford to I can't remember how long the contract extension
Yeah.
is.
Rumor was they were going to sign Jackson Dart, but the wife
Yeah.
was a little too into it.
Ooh.
What's that mean?
See, what's her type? What's her type?
Well,
The fact that Wolfie's like,
James
"What's
Richard
that mean?"
Garoppolo.
What the hell does that mean?
James Richard Garoppolo is
Wow.
Stafford's current backup. I mean,
Damn.
So that's not good. She already got with the backup. That's unfortunate. Twice.
How'd your
2
mama?
times.
It's Zach Wilson 2.0.
Whoa!
Well, Wolfie, you didn't hear about Kelly Stafford? Like when they were in college, she got with the backup QB to piss Matthew Stafford
Oh,
off.
that's what you're getting off? Yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy. She admitted that, dude. That's wild.
That is not.
stuff, dude.
Let me
Oh,
warn
she
you, gentlemen. Any
she-
woman that's like that vindictive in a certain sense towards you,
She wanted that
maybe,
back.
we'll just say that she's passionate.
She definitely had to sleep on the couch that night that came out.
Oh my god.
Something.
Or
tell you
for
what,
all we know, she made him sleep on the couch.
I think
No,
the
oh my god, I can't say this is Sponge here. I can't say that.
The Rams pick is going to be Jahad Campbell.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad pick. Stafford was sitting in the C chair, if you understand that reference.
Oh my god.
He was there,
Man,
present, and
they're
watching.
Long in
they're
the
taking
house.
an awfully long time.
What up, CG?
They probably wanted Derek Harmon because that was one of the most mocked
They
players. Derek Harmon. to the
Yeah.
Titans.
I've always mocked Michigan to.
What's good,
I just
CG?
feel like they definitely need some secondary help.
Yeah.
Jake here is a
Sean Tyler
Bengals fan, guys.
Jake,
He's got-
I don't like the Shamar pick. I'm sorry, as a Ravens fan. I was like, oh, thank God they didn't take a good player I wanted.
Dude, I laughed my ass off, dude.
We all did
so funny.
too.
I was
They
like,
made the pick, and I didn't know the pick
I was
yet
hoping
because
that the Niners wouldn't take him. I mean, it's
I think I'm the one
Oh,
most
time,
delayed out of
dude.
everyone here. And Sponge and John Jay just started laughing, and then David started laughing.
Oh,
I'm still waiting for that
I
pick.
really started laughing on the Cowboys pick.
And then I saw the
Cowboys-
pick and I started laughing. Good
The
old.
I
Cowboys
like the
pick was
Cowboys
good
pick. The Cowboys pick was good. They needed a guard. I don't hate it.
That
Like
was-
I
they
don't
could've
think
tra-
it's
they-
bad. I thought it
they
was.
could have traded back. They could have traded back.
I hate to say this. Anytime someone drafts to protect their quarterback with offensive line, I have a hard time arguing with the pick. And it's very clear that if you're looking at a pure guard, he's a great pass protector. And after him,
think
there's
they're
like
all
no
same
other
type
pure
guard.
guards. Every other guard's going to be probably a tackle convert.
Yeah, I do understand
gosh,
where
it'll be-
you're coming from,
it'll
Spongy. I
be
think
so
I agree
funny.
with you on that, Wolfie, to a certain degree.
It will be so funny if Shador does not go in the first round.
I told you, I love Shador as a second round pick.
hey,
But see, like,
could you imagine him sitting in the green room?
I have been telling y'all that since
my
like
God.
day one of mock drafts that I love Shador as a second
well,
round
no.
pick.
The only reason they didn't invite him because is that Shiloh Sanders has to be with him at all times. So Shiloh also would have been. there,
I
and they would've
hate
been
people
handing-
that argue the nepotism argument with Shador and Dion, like, and they'll be like, well,
Yeah.
Archie and you know, it's like, no,
That's
there's
different.
if you don't understand the difference, like, and the things that are done, said, and
Archie doesn't have his uncles or his dad coaching him right now. Like they
40
aren't the
seconds.
coach for his college team.
That
Oh,
green room looks
LA?
pretty empty.
LA is taking this down to the wire.
down to the wire, guys.
Yeah, I just
I'm
looked 40
seconds
seconds
on
right now.
How,
This is
And
interesting.
they're still like they just picked up the phone at
I'm at
34
this-
seconds. Dialing
This is
still.
very.
This old man is
interesting.
struggling to dial, it looks like.
0, 0, 0. Time ran
Oh
out.
shit.
time ran out.
Oh, what happened?
Time ran out. They forfeit their pick.
That'd be so hilarious.
Wait,
Did
That actually
they?
happened to the Jaguars. They had back-to-back
I have
picks.
never seen a draft room that looks more dead inside. I'm gonna be honest.
What happened? Oh, the pig is in, I guess now. But
They waited till the wire to make this call.
Yeah.
no,
That's
they literally waited until the
crazy.
clock is.
They've got someone performing on stage to try to buy time. I'm gonna see that. Like,
Dude, seriously, are you guys okay? I was gonna say, are you guys actually still arguing about this? like you have a, you guys are just making this take too long.
Watch them take Shador Sanders here.
if it hits
Chargers,
0, I think they just
they,
move on.
they have Herbert on a big contract, so I highly doubt
Yeah,
that.
they're not really doing that. That'd be funny though, but they're not doing that. But to
Hey,
come back to the Booker pick, man, I do agree that like taking a guard that early is like not the best move, but it's not like you got Booker,
it's
who's
like-
supposed to be like the number one guard in this draft, who
It's like
has
they
Hall of
could've
Fame
traded
potential.
back.
So
They
Yeah,
could've
but what if
traded
you didn't
back,
have-
so-
I do agree, but like, what if you didn't have a trade partner? You know what I mean? So you might as well get the guy that you wanted.
And they probably don't want to deal with the man because he's freaking Jerry Jones.
Yeah, it's true. Very hard to
So
get.
you're saying he got a dick pic already?
Yes, he did.
Oh
That is what
boy.
they draft based off. That's the criteria they draft based off.
So you're saying Booker's packing, and he's not. I'm not talking about the. I was trying to make a reference to the basketball player.
God, we already waited the whole time for the clock to run.
Because they're the Chargers.
Oh, they're charging their phones right now. Their phones died.
Valiant was trying to give them information from the other draft room.
Yeah, I think the Rams take John. I think the Rams take John Campbell Kenny. That's my prediction. It's just way too much of a shoe-in. It's so perfect.
Welcome
It's either
in, Beto. Welcome in, Val.
Jihad or a quarterback. I mean, honestly,
I would love for them to take quarterbacks. I don't like any of these. So
no, like,
I would absolutely love that.
Shocking because it wouldn't be shocking.
5 more picks till Baltimore's pick.
Their pick is finally in.
Finally, here comes Roger Goodell.
Did you see the pick, Spongy, already?
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. The 22nd pick.
What?
Wow.
The Chargers
Marion
select.
Hampton?
Yeah.
What?
Marion Hampton?
Wow.
Oh,
okay.
What?
That's actually okay. It's not the worst.
Now keep in mind, Harbaugh did have Frank Gore when he was in Frisco.
What in the Greg Roman happened there?
That's okay.
Exactly.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
That's actually, but that's so left field.
Don't they already have a running back?
I just been very vocal. I don't think he's a first-round pick. I think he's a second-round pick.
Now it's the Packers, guys.
I think you could compare him to Jonathan Brooks from last year. Maybe a little faster, but...
Are they just letting Will Johnson fall to the Eagles? Because if so, I'm fine with it. Like, honestly.
Like I said, if I'm Baltimore, I'm thinking about calling for a trade-up for Will Johnson. Play him opposite Marlon Humphrey.
At this point, I wouldn't because it's either... There's still going to be...
I can't believe he's still on the board. Like, I feel like he goes off the board right here to Green Bay. Like, to replace Jair Alexander.
It's going to be Minnesota where he goes off the board.
No, I got Green Bay taking an edge. They're going to take James Pierce Jr., Green.
No.
They could use an edge player, Wolfie. You are right on that, actually.
Wolfie, don't even tell me that. Okay,
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be an edge. What's the edge that you want? Clearly, there's an edge you want.
I want Pierce.
It's possible he can fall to you guys, but so then hope for Mike Green. So
I know Green as Araku and Pierce still be on the board. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah,
they're gonna let this time run out because it's in Wisconsin.
So. Go Pack, go!
They're not picking a wide receiver. I'm sorry, they just never do it.
I think they might go wide receiver.
They should pick a wide receiver.
I don't know.
They might take Golden. I mean,
D-line corner. This could be where Will Johnson comes off the board.
Mm-hmm.
And they're bringing food to the ABC booth.
If they were to draft Will Johnson, it'd be a great pick for him.
Did you say food, Spudgy? Now I'm hungry.
Well, with the turf toe though, the turf toe is my issue. Is that's the type of thing that
I mean,
yeah, but he's gonna be ready by training camp. You know?
Yeah,
he's supposed to be.
I think he's ready now. He wouldn't be.
Did they bring some food out? They brought some fries.
Yeah.
Oh, stop saying food. I'm hungry.
It's like some Wisconsin dish.
They brought a cheese plate. Oh, they brought. Oh, no, never mind. Not a cheese plate. They brought out
cheese plate.
Cheese,
I mean, honestly,
chips, wings.
Wolfie, you're gonna like this. I have Shamar Stewart ranked as my 49th player on my big one.
That sounds about right.
And
I actually thought he was more of a
above
late third. I have Shamar Stewart ranked as a late third.
Is that Hot Wings?
The player above him.
Who's got hot wings? I'm so jealous.
No, I don't know what they are.
I'm
what player do you have ranked above him?
Shador.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't hate it because I think Shamar Stewart is a third, fourth round pick.
I
think him in the third, fourth.
Based off his stats, he is a third, fourth round pick. maybe even a fifth.
So Shamar Stewart, no, he's a first round pick. That's the Bengals.
Yes, but if
You'll like this,
at
Wolfie.
your-
Shamar Stewart's has one of the highest missed tackle rates in this entire edge class.
Does he?
Go,
Yeah.
Pat,
Tell that to
go,
Larry
go,
Krueger.
Pat,
He's
go,
into that.
Go, Pat, go. Like, shut up.
He's I don't believe in Shamar Stewart at all. Obviously, you guys can tell, but
Yeah, go, Pat, go. Hurry this pick up, please. Go, go, go. Make your pick.
I know one of Spongy's guys, Ingram Dawkins from Georgia, has actually got the worst missed tackle rate in this entire draft class at edge.
No, he's just ranked 25th.
Like,
on my
what is it? I
list.
think like
Okay.
26.7% or something like that. Like,
So
can you
no,
imagine
no.
missing more than a quarter of your tackles attempts?
Now they're passing hot dogs.
So McNiner, Sam Bell is in the chat, the Tennessee Titans fan.
you know,
Oh, also Derek Harmon for the interior defensive line, Sponge.
I don't.
He's
think
the one. When I
have
mentioned that
him on
26.7%, Derek Harmon has a
Yeah, me-
26.7
yeah, me neither. I don't
missed
have him in
tackle
anything.
percentage.
Um,
The next guy is actually Zeke Biggers. Zeke Biggers has a 25% missed tackle rate. And then the third guy is Tonka Hemingway from South Carolina. Coming
We're
in
we're
at
about to get
23.3.
Beto here in a minute.
So Sam, if you want to join some guys, go to YTC's channel because I don't have you on any, and I don't want to.
And they do have the link dropped. in
Yeah,
the
I'm
chat.
not dropping
Yeah.
the link in the chat.
Sorry,
I don't
Sam.
do that.
Sorry, buddy.
I
That guy
would.
looks like Mike McCarthy.
We shouldn't be shocked that Shamar Stewart went to the Bengals. If you really think about it, honestly, we should have figured that out actually from the start because of Marion Mims. The year prior, he was a project with high upside. Not really much protection, not a lot of experience. Same with Shamar Stewart. He has all the athletic ability, all
Can
those
the
traits.
Packers make their
But
depth?
That's very
really,
true.
honestly, should have
Wolfie.
saw it coming.
Very
Can the
valid point,
Packers
Wolfie.
please make their freaking
Yeah.
pick? Like, please and thank you.
I know. Make your pick already. Like, quit elongating this
We
thing.
understand you're the hometown.
They
team.
haven't heard this much cheering for their team for a while, so they're really raking it in.
Like, oh, this
These
is
guys
Yeah.
are going to pick Roger Lagerbeam.
Robert Long.
Longer team, better team.
Longer beam.
What do you want?
This is where Emin Wari comes off the board, and they're just like, we have all the best safeties in the NFL. I'm kidding.
What's Tom Grossi going to say? How's Tom Grossi going to feel?
Oh, I know, right? Where's Grossi's reaction when you need it?
You got
Yeah,
your
these
Grossi.
guys, they're in Green Bay. Maybe that's why they're doing this for dramatic effect.
Jake, ETC. We had time expire, literally.
The Chargers, Jake, the Chargers just let the time run out too.
Yeah.
So this is
Man, the broadcast is so bored. They're eating hot dogs right now. Like, this should tell you enough, NFL. Hurry your pickup.
He is baked,
Pick
yo. That guy's
Appreciate
baked.
it.
He is stoned.
What, that guy eating the hot dog?
The guy eating the hot dog on ABC, ABC coverage. That guy.
Yeah,
he's
I'm
baked.
watching ABC
fuck.
coverage right now, too. No, their pick
you
expired.
eating a hot dog there, McShay?
Is that McShay?
I don't think it's McShay.
Is it McShay?
I don't think so.
It might be McShay. Some old white dude.
That's for sure.
Yes.
Oh, what did you guys think of Colson Loveland over Warren? That was
Honestly,
a surprise.
Okay.
Wild.
I for the system, Ben Johnson. I think Ben Johnson can make him work. And you know how? I think it was Ben Johnson pick, but when Detroit drafted Jahmyr Gibbs way too early, I think this might kind of turn out like that a little bit. Like Loveland's very.
Here's Warren, but Warren's like the
What,
clear cut.
Gibbs? Around 20, right?
Yeah, that's. I
12.
think he was supposed to go to the
I was
college.
happy with Gibbs at 20. Loveland
Gibbs
that
was
high.
Gibbs was 12.
I thought that blew my mind. I thought it was gonna be Warren to the Bears. So
Yeah.
he's still a good tight end. I still think he's gonna be good. He has huge upside receiving ability wise. Like I don't know
If
about
they can get
blocking.
rid of Cole Kmet, then I think Ben Johnson is gonna that guy's
Oh,
gonna
what if they
retire
moved
the
Komet for third or fourth?
That could be very
Well,
possible.
oh, dude, that's like I would trade for like a 6th or a 7th. I don't know if you can get a 3rd or a 4th for that guy.
You can probably find a sucker like the Raiders.
True.
I see puppy. Adorable
that's right, puppies.
puppy.
Say hi, little girl.
I know people are like, "That's not a puppy." I'm like, every dog is a puppy to me. It could be a 200-pound
Who is
fucking.
Mark Murphy? Who is Mark Murphy?
The
I've
owner
never
of
heard this name.
the Packers. Well, not owner, but he runs it.
Yeah, technically,
Well,
yeah,
they
they
say
have
he
a
played
board of
quarterback.
directors.
They
Yeah,
said
he's the
he
lead
played
board of
quarterback.
directors.
For the
Yeah,
Packers.
president and chief executive office.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. I
This is
like
not
that. The
the
whole
be-
like, experiment.
This is not the best draft in the NFL. Maybe it's the quickest first round of all time, but we're not.
Well, they're just trying to make this super dramatic for the Green Bay Packer fans.
Oh my God! Can
Thank
you
you, Juice.
please
I
hurry
appreciate
your
it.
speech up, please?
Oh,
Can you
look,
please hurry this speech up?
you got Beto in the building. What's up, buddy?
What's up,
Beto?
ladies and gentlemen? How's everybody doing?
Good.
Welcome to Stream.
Thank you. I saw you guys on, and I'm like, hey, let me
What's
jump
up,
in and
Beto?
have some fun. What's up, gentlemen?
Please hurry
The
this
pick
up.
is in.
Thank you.
The pick is in. Packers.
Shut up! Shut up, Mark.
The
Murphy.
Cheeseheads.
Pick is in. It's gonna be an edge rusher or Matthew Golden.
I know Crazy Juice is saying it's golden.
That'd be crazy if they
Gotta
pick a
be
wide
Golden.
receiver.
Is he still going?
He's just
Yes.
talking. He's like, yeah, I want this to last like forever. I want my fans to be throwing tomatoes at me by the time.
So
You think he knows he's in Green Bay?
Yeah, you were.
Oh!
yep.
Knew
You
it.
guys
I
saw
knew
it?
I knew it. I
Did
knew
they
that's where you were
really
going.
go for golden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Matthew Golden.
A wide receiver in Green Bay.
I don't mind it.
They've been joking that they never take a first round wide receiver, so it's finally time, I guess.
But that
Uh-oh.
went on for
Well,
way
the
too long.
thing about Texas is it's warm, and the thing about Green Bay is it's so cold that football players forget how to
Bro,
play,
that
right?
Guy,
Yeah.
that guy
John Jay knows what I'm
so
talking
long.
about.
No. I now have beef with the Packers because of how long that guy spoke.
You know what's crazy is
that
that's an
SpongeBob?
interesting pick. That's a really
Yes, it
interesting
sure
pick.
is.
What's
He's
up,
a
little
great
man?
player. I didn't think
What
he'd
up?
be there, but it's just like, my God, they have so many.
I mean, if he was gonna go, like people were
They do
expecting
have
him
a lot
to
of
be
wide
like the
receivers.
second.
Are they
receiver
giving
off
up
the
on
board.
Now
Christian
the
Watson,
Vikings
I
are on the
guess?
clock.
Like,
What
No.
are
What
they
are you
going to
guys?
do?
What are you
huh?
guys' thoughts
I mean,
of the pick the Niners made? I'm curious.
I don't necessarily like it, but it sounds like it might
I thought
be
it
good.
was too high.
I thought it was too high.
I love it. He's not a
I like
pass
it a lot.
rusher. He's a pass rusher that he can be built into a good pass rusher. But what he is, he sets
He's
the
a run
edge, and you're not going to run against him. So you can't run
Thank
against
you,
Bosa
Vikings.
or him now.
And in his pass rush, he's got very violent hands, which
Yes.
is a very great trait.
Did
He
he
can
just reach for
develop
Roger
into a
Goodell's
pass
butt?
rusher.
Did
Yeah,
he just
and that's
reach
what you're
Roger
betting on
Goodell's
is you
butt?
can develop him into.
Yeah, he's already
So
destructive.
pretty much, we picked a guy with high character. He's a great tackler, a great run defender. He's got the motor. He doesn't give up on plays, and I mean the pass rush thing. It can be coached up. So
Yeah, the ideal thing with him, he's destructive one, but he can stop the run, and that's he can set the edge. Now that you have Bosa setting the edge, and now Williams, yeah, it's great. And if we can get
I
a
wonder-
good
I
D
wonder.
tackle in the second round, we're good to
I
go.
want to remind everybody why the Philadelphia Eagles are picking at pick 32.
My Philadelphia friend in the group is just constantly, but like Philadelphia, trade up, man, make the call, Howie.
Yeah.
Well, they suck, don't they?
No, they're good.
Well,
They're in the
the
Super Bowl.
Chiefs would like to have
Um,
a word with you because we kind of destroyed them. in
The
the Super
Kel
Bowl.
Williams pick, by the way, is real quick. I agree. I like the pick a lot. I'm a 49ers fan too. I actually like the pick a lot. I agree with you. Great guy, sets the edge, good guy. I actually think he's a good pass rusher, the better pass rusher than people give him credit for. He's 20 years old, so you can really coach him up. He's got the athletic ability. I think he's a big guy, fits the wide nine really well, fits the system perfectly. I think he's practically a shoe-in. Yeah, is it a little early? Kind of like what Levi said. I do agree. That's more like a 19, 20-ish thing, but that's not too far of a reach. If you believe in the guy and he fits the scheme perfectly, what's wrong with that? So I like the
And
pick. I love it. I like
you
it.
gotta remember, and I love everything you said, but and I agree with that, 100%.
Also, he's got a clean record too. I like
But
that.
you got to remember too, if nobody's there to trade with the Niners to move down, and you have a conviction in a certain guy you like,
Yeah.
and you're not able to trade down to get him at a later round, then you take him. You take him high, but it's not because they didn't try to trade down.
Well,
If
it's
you
not like
notice,
they-
nobody really traded up in any of those spots.
My
Yeah, it's
thing
not
that
like-
I've
it's
enjoyed
not like
about
you've
this
traded up
is
a
I
lot.
don't think I've ever seen a draft class where all the analysts were so split on who their number one edge guy was, or like behind Abdul Carter. And I think we're seeing that play out with like Shamar and Michael going early. Like, a lot of guys draft boards had the other guys higher. But it's been like that from the start, man. And I think it's gonna be fun to watch it play out, because every year, man, like the top three guys are so cemented in a certain sense.
I
But after
love
Abdullah, it was
Abdul
over.
Carter, bro. I love this kid, but I don't think in the Niners defense he will be as effective as Williams will be, because
wow.
as good as Abdul Carter is against the pass rush, he's not that good. He can be a liability against the run, and that's something the Niners really want to tighten up, is stopping that run at the edge.
I mean,
Now, I'm not saying they wouldn't have taken him.
I don't know if we talked much about it last year, but after like everything, I was so vocal. I was like, man, I think y'all are gonna have run defense issues next year. Like, and of course, we kind of played out that way in a sense. But man, it's so changeable. It's so changeable and fixable. Like,
I'm glad we got Williams over Walker, though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Walker is way more of a fit than Walker is for sure for the 49ers. Because if the
Yeah.
49ers kept Leonard Floyd, I would understand if they got Walker, but they got rid of Floyd for a reason, because he wasn't a scheme fit.
yeah.
And if it's like, why would you get rid of Floyd, but then you draft Walker? That would make no sense. Williams,
Yeah, no.
fits the wide nine perfectly well, and stops.
And
the
Walker's
run.
more of a 3-4 defense.
Yeah, so
They could work on a 4-3, but I like I like this pick. I didn't want Shamir. What was it, Shamir or
Shamar Stewart.
he's a raw man. He's a 50-50.
Wow.
And like I've seen, he's got one of the highest missed tackle rates in this entire.
Oh, that's a good pick for the Vikings.
You guys saw what happened?
Yeah, hold on, guys. Hold on.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Oh shit! This might be it.
What?
Wow.
The Giants have traded up. They might get their quarterback.
Oh, are
All
they?
right.
Oh,
So the
yeah.
Vikings have selected Donovan Jackson,
We have to
guard,
leave.
Ohio State.
wow.
I thought John Jay got excited about that, or whoever.
I'm going to be honest with you. I watched tape and Donovan Jackson going against like Abdul Carter, and it wasn't good for Donovan Jackson.
Oh, I like Donovan Jackson a lot.
But playing,
I mean, I
playing
would have taken him in
guard,
the second. Playing guard,
playing
for sure.
guard is different than playing tackle, though. He was playing tackle.
He's a guard for sure.
And that's why they announced him as a guard. Yeah, I like it. Like I said, as a guard, absolutely.
If the
And
Giants
like
came
John
back
Jay
in,
said,
they're
here comes the
taking
New York
Sanders.
Giants. They traded up to pick 25.
They're going
Yeah,
to
they're
Shador
taking
Sanders?
Sanders.
So they traded with the Texans.
Yeah, I don't see him coming in for any other team. I mean, any other player than Sanders.
I know, right? It's
They need a quarterback.
They're going to take Shador Sanders here for sure. I'm surprised that Starks and Amon Warrior are still on the
But it
board.
is the Giants, though.
He's still on the board.
I mean, I figured they'd still on the board here. It's just
Eagles can get one of them safeties. Watch. Will Johnson,
probably.
Will Johnson, Green, Amon Warrior, and Starks, still all four of them being on the board. I think it's crazy. At least one of those guys would take.
Yeah.
Evan Worry is just he's
have
got to go
enough
to someone that
edges.
needs to see a strong safety down the box like Kyle Hamilton.
Is it going to be Jalen Milrow, Shador Sanders, or Jackson Dart?
It's gonna be Jackson Dart.
Wow.
It's gonna be.
It's
Shador
gonna be
Sanders.
Jackson Dart.
Oh,
Or
wow.
maybe-
That'll be
Wow.
crazy.
Maybe they reach and take Quinn Ewers here.
Wow.
I just wish they would have waited 2 spots to trade with my Ravens.
Oh, this would be hilarious. Oh, the pick is in.
I'm really shocked that Donovan Jackson went so high, dude. That's crazy.
I agree with you on that, Wolfie, too.
That
Oh,
blows my
man.
mind. I could have sworn they were to go at least corner or safety. Man, that's wild, dude.
Wow.
I just don't get it.
This
man.
board's
I don't
falling
get
really
it.
weird. Like,
That looks pretty good, huh?
man, if I'm the 49ers, I'm trading up for one of these guys, dude. Like, if they keep falling, if one of these guys falls to like 33, man, I'm taking one of these guys.
And we have the picks for it. We have 11, I think.
I
Yeah.
can't believe Will Johnson's still on the board. Like,
Who?
Will Johnson, man.
Yeah, that's crazy to me, dude.
Like,
I would trade up for him, dude. That's crazy.
he,
Is his foot really that bad? Like, is his foot that bad?
gotta be, right?
Yeah. The
I
Eagles
don't
are a great
understand.
player, dude, because the Eagles are going to end up with some sort of good player. Because all
I mean, the fact we've got, like you were saying, Starks from the safety from Georgia still on the board. Mike Green's still on the board. Jahad Campbell's on the board. Will Johnson, Ezaraku, James Pierce. Like,
this is a sweet spot right here.
I think those are the only like first round guys left on the board. But we've only got this including the Giants.
You
like,
know what?
6.
I'll be fine with Ezeraku. If Pierce is not there, I'll be fine with Ezeraku. Perfectly fine.
I know you're going to get 1 or 2 probably. Well, Detroit's taken 1 for sure.
Well, if not, we get Nick Scouton. I'll be fine with either 3.
Detroit is 100%.
The Eagles are going to
fully-
trade out of the first round, bro.
I hope Baltimore does, honestly.
I doubt it.
Now
have
with the way this
20
board is
picks,
falling, no way. No way.
Yeah, no, we're not doing. If anything, we're trading.
Two good players right here.
Milwaukee Starks is there, though. I feel like the Ravens are too scared to miss on Xavier Watts in the second. I wouldn't be surprised if Milwaukee Starks, or like we've been talking about for a long time, Ezeraku fits kind of that
I
mold.
love Ezeraku, dude.
Yeah.
He's got to be a Raven.
Okay, so the Giants get the 25th. The Houston receives a 2nd round pick, a 3rd round pick this year, and a 3rd round pick next year.
Wow.
I mean, that's exactly the trade deal I was looking for Baltimore. That is verbatim what I wanted for Baltimore. I'm so
What's
upset.
their second round pick? Their second round pick's like what, 34, 35?
Yeah, so it's the second pick basically of the 2nd round, and they get the 2nd pick of the 3rd round. Like,
So I don't know where Kenny's
third
at.
and next year's third.
oh,
Man, the Giants they'll get their quarterback and their edge rusher.
Yeah.
and they had a lot of injuries last year, so like this team could be dramatically different.
Yeah.
I think it's is there a world where the Cowboys can wind up at the last spot in the NFC East, number 4?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That'd be
Sean
crazy.
If Dak Prescott
Right,
gets hurt, that entire offense will crumble to pieces faster than like.
Yeah.
They're taking Shador Sanders here.
Especially they
so
lost
confident.
Cooper Rush.
This
Their
is
offensive
Shador
coordinators keeps changing. Like, I got no faith in the coach.
They lost their best quarterback. What's his name? Trey.
Trey Lance is gone, yo.
Yeah.
This is Shador Sanders.
It's-
The
Yeah,
Chargers
gotta
picked
be
him up,
Shador.
right?
It's
Shoot
Shador
it.
Sanders.
The Chargers took
I
Trey.
think they did.
Here we go. If it's Dart, it's gonna be crazy.
Some Texans right here. Jake says it's
Wow,
start.
Daniel Jeremiah's got Mason Taylor ranked 29th on his big board overall. That's wild.
The Falcons have traded with the Rams.
Oh,
It's gonna be Sanders here. Watch.
Who
Sanders,
just jumped?
Sanders.
who just jumped in? They're jumping in front of Baltimore.
So
for
the
an
Rams
edge.
are out of the first round, or they
Yeah.
just
I guess so. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
they're picking picks. Dude, I hate the Rams, but I love their front office.
Oh, wow. It's
Okay, who
not
did it take?
Shador.
Oh
It's
shit!
don't,
It's
don't,
not.
don't ruin it. Don't
Yeah,
ruin
don't
it.
ruin the rest of us.
All right, I'm still waiting for the commissioner to even walk out. Here he comes.
Me too.
Are you watching on NFL Plus, Beto?
NFL, no on
Or network?
Yeah, NFL Network. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, we're on the same.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
With
Let's
the
go.
Oh my God!
25th pick in the 2025
Oh my God!
NFL Draft,
Let's go.
the Pittsburgh Steelers select
Oh my God!
Jackson Dart.
Kenny was right. Remember Kenny? He called it.
Kenny's right, dude.
Oh,
Kenny was
Oh my
goofing
God.
around like a month ago.
Oh my God.
what is it about
Wow.
Sanders I don't like?
God.
Is it his?
You know what's
his,
funny is I don't know if y'all remember this. I joked about it a long time ago because he went to Ole Miss and so did Eli Manning. And I was like, how funny would it be, guys?
Oh my God.
You want to
Oh
know?
my God.
You know that the
Oh
Giants
my
have
God.
never had a black quarterback.
Oh my
So
God.
you're saying there were the reasons why they made that rule about hiring?
It's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh my
So you're
God.
saying it's mostly
Tyrod
NFC
Taylor.
East coaches other than the Philadelphia Eagles, probably?
They
Yeah.
had Tyrod.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Well, actually, Washington broke
God.
that with their new
Oh
ownership.
my
Yeah.
God. Oh my
Well,
God.
Cowboys are not either, although they are.
Oh my God.
He
Wow.
just makes sure to get dick pics to
Oh
blackmail
my
later.
God. I will make
They have
Dad looks
Russell
more white
Wilson.
than black.
They have Russell Wilson.
What
They
do
have
the
Jameis
Falcons
Winston,
want?
And they
I
got Jackson.
cannot believe it.
Wow.
Jackson.
Watch the
Wait,
Falcons
who
take
did-
Shador.
Wait, Levi, who did the Falcons
No,
take?
the Falcons have that Michael Penix
No,
guy
no,
that
I'm-
actually
no, I'm
looked pretty
I'm
good in the
joking.
last 4 games of last year.
No, they're gonna take Shador here because just in case Penix doesn't work out because
It's possible.
Yeah, that's what. Isn't that what they did with? Yeah,
2 years in a row?
they gotta make sure they get their guy, man.
Yeah.
They gotta make sure they get their guy.
They still
That's
have Kirk.
crazy.
I feel like
dude.
they
They
had to
still
come
have
up to
Kirk
get ahead of
Cousins employed.
Baltimore. Atlanta did. Like this has got to be an edge or a safety.
Oh, I forgot
right?
Russell's over there with New York, huh?
Yeah,
Wait,
man.
Russell
who
and
did
James
the
Winston.
Oh,
Falcons take
Dar
first
will
round?
be able to sit
Wait,
behind
wait, who did the
Russell for a
Falcons
year
take?
and learn. Oh, that's good.
That's
Wait, who
right.
did the Falcons take with their first pick? I forget.
With their first pick, they took Jalen Walker.
Okay, so
Okay, Giants, I take it back.
okay, so it looks like it can't be Pierce. That's my only worry right now.
Don't they need 2 edges? I'm sure
They
need 2
signed
edges.
Leonard Floyd.
Could
Yeah,
Hey,
you
what
see
is this
being-
pick for? What does this pick say for Shador Sanders?
You know
Did
what?
they take,
That he
uh,
sucks.
Well, in a nutshell,
Nepotism.
yeah,
They need
exactly,
safety.
bro.
They need safety, don't they?
They
Ooh,
do
could
need a
this be
safety,
Emmett-
and that's what I'm worried. They're coming up here to
Ooh.
get Malaki Starks ahead of
Well,
Baltimore.
they might be. they might
Atlanta
be worried.
absolutely made this trade to get ahead of Baltimore. So it's who do they think Baltimore's taking? Which Malaki Starks has been the pick often.
I think they think you're taking.
You
Evan
know, I
Ward.
think it's Will Johnson still on the board.
He
Well,
is.
Johnson's on the board too, though.
That could be a.
Which
Did
I
you
can see
quote-
Baltimore taking Will
The
Johnson. We
Falcons-
need a
hey,
cornerback
hey,
two
see
or
that guy?
three, technically.
They're
He is
absolutely
in that
thrilled
guy's
whoever
arm.
they
He
got.
is super
So-
excited about this pick.
So the Rams will have 2 first-round picks next year. So
I think
still
he-
Wow. I was
I
wondering
agree.
to go back like 20 plus picks. That had to be big trade
Guys,
package.
It's a defensive player. Like the
No,
defensive
wait.
is crazy. No, I know it's a defensive player because the draft room, not because it's the pick.
Oh, got you.
Jake
Gotta be,
Jake in
yeah.
the chat
I'm not
saying
doing-
Evan Worry could be the guy.
It could be Emin Ward.
They got the Rams
Emin
receive a
Ward
second
or-
pick,
I think
47th,
here's
and
Emin
oh
Ward or Will
yeah,
Johnson.
They got a
that's a
third.
better trade than
I mean,
what that.
Atlanta got a third back at least this year. That's not terrible.
That's a great trade for the Rams, dude.
Yeah.
But having
I know.
2 first round picks next year when Archie Manning's in the draft.
Oh,
Dang,
no.
bro, that's a
No.
good trade for the
No,
Rams.
I don't think.
No.
I don't think Archer's gonna come out.
You don't think so?
The Rams, I like their front office, man.
But
They
I
don't.
could see Drew
Dude,
Aller being
I have
the
nothing
quarterback.
but
I'm sorry.
respect for
I'm
their
sorry.
front
I
office
could
and
see
Sean
Drew Aller
McVay.
being
Yeah,
the Rams
I hear
Was
quarterback.
you. I'm
it
with
was
you.
2 years ago.
It's in,
Out
guys.
of the 90-man roster, over 30 plus were rookies, mostly undrafted rookie free agents, and he still had basically a playoff season.
Yep.
He coached a ton of
Pick
rookies
is
up. And
in.
they did
A lot of
well.
Niner fans hate at me because I give Rams credit, but I give credit where credit is due, whether I hate the team or not.
Oh my God!
Oh, they
Oh
win.
my
Who was
God!
it? Who
They got
is it?
another-
Pierce.
All right, with the 26th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select
Mhm.
James Pierce Jr.
Yeah.
from Tennessee.
Damn it.
Straight
Man.
up took a Spongie's guy, man.
Wow.
I told y'all they were coming up for some.
Hey,
I knew they needed another edge rusher.
Hey, I said it
knew
yesterday. Like I've seen a lot of Pierce. He's good.
Let me say this
He's
though,
legitimately
I
good.
absolutely hate what Atlanta's been doing the past 2 years in the draft. They drafted 4 guys along defensive line and edge last year, didn't develop them, and then they give away a ton of draft capital to develop their team in the future next year.
Spongy, how do you feel, man? This is your time to this is your time to speak.
This
is your guy.
I feel how you would feel if you guys drafted Shamar Stewart.
It's absolutely.
That's a good point there, SpongeBob.
You've been wrong about that for a while. We were not going to drop that guy.
Who did the Falcons take in their first pick? An edge rusher too, right?
Jalen Walker, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Oh, linebacker. Yeah.
So he's like
they're
this
training their
He's more of an
He's a
edge.
hybrid, man.
Yeah.
But
So
I
now-
just again they failed to
they're
develop
like
their
the
guys
same
last year.
player. They're like the same
And
player.
so they're doing
Pierce
it
and
over
Walker are
again.
Like the same player.
Yep.
They play the same
They got some
position.
good
They're both
players.
hybrids.
That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with what Atlanta's doing front office wise. Like
So-
oh my god! And
Can
now
we
look at-
agree that
Making
Atlanta's
bad
the opposite
decisions.
of the Rams?
And they're letting Baltimore select
When it comes to the
Malachi
front
Starks
office?
here, and
So
Well, here we go,
Oh,
Levi.
I think
I know, Baltimore's on the clock finally.
I don't hate him that bad.
and this is going to be Malachi Starks. Bro,
So Levi, who are you guys taking?
This is Mike Green.
if we don't trade out, it's there's one of 3. It's Azaraku, Mike Green, or
Nick Scorton.
bro, I'm
Milwaukee
telling you, they're
Stars.
going to let Mike Green fall to
I
the
would
Eagles
still
because
like
they
to
know
see a
that the
trade
Eagles
out
will take
here.
him.
It's why I'm so
That
upset.
comment
2
how he
teams
made us
traded
play
right
with his
ahead of
foot.
us, but
Who's the one that traded right before the Rams?
Giants.
With the
the
Giants?
Giants, yeah.
Giants traded
I
in,
would have
but who they
loved
traded
both of those
with?
trade packages.
the
They're
Texans.
Giants
the Texans.
traded-
Giants
the Tex-
traded with
yeah,
the
I was
Minnesota.
gonna say the Rams
hold
got a
on.
better deal
the
than the
Houston
Texans.
Texans
Yeah, the
Houston
Texans.
Texans.
to take Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
I
but they-
wouldn't. Oh man, I wouldn't be mad.
I
if
like
they
him.
take
I like
The Giants didn't give that
said
much
I
up
think
though.
Jackson Dart's
No.
pretty good, but he needs to develop.
The fact I'm
And
telling you
they
this
have
right
Russell
now,
Wilson,
I don't-
so
from the history of the Ravens draft, the fact that this pick is not in means there's not a guy that the Ravens have a huge grade on that fell to the board.
Mhm.
Like,
At this
you know,
point-
like
at
last
this
year
point-
when Nate Wiggins fell to us, our pick went in immediately, just like Kyle Hamilton.
Oh,
So they're
please
trying to
don't
work a
remind me.
trade. I think
They're
that's what it
definitely
is.
trying to work a trade. They don't want this pick.
I'm still bitter about that. That we didn't.
Point
I
is
like
trying
that
to move
Wiggins
up
guy.
so they-
James
draft.
Pierce was probably their last guy with like that high grade.
Anyway, I got some bad news. The pick is in.
Oh, okay.
It's
For the
Izaraku.
Ravens?
I got Izaraku. What do you guys got? I got Izaraku.
It shows 2 minutes and 40 seconds on my window. How do you know the pick is in?
Edge rushers come off the board back to back. I will not be.
I don't understand it. How am I always ahead of everybody?
John Jay, I told you because you're not going through the cable and the dish network. You got the bunny ears, bro. You get it before the rest of us do.
I don't have bunny ears. I have this thing that looks like a piece of paper. Like it's like a flat tablet.
Well, that essentially that's what today's bunny
That's
ears
just a
are.
different form of bunny ears. Yeah.
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 If Ezra,
But
this
it's
might be
better.
my
It's
opinion.
better than cable TV and the dish networks. And
When
When
stuff
it comes to
like this.
speed,
fine.
yes.
I'll be fine with Gowerton, Ezraku, Campbell, or Josh Simmons. Or
Yeah,
Will
there's a
Johnson.
couple guys I wouldn't be upset with. Like, no
Man,
matter what, there's 4 guys
I'm
on the
still-
board I would not be upset with.
So they
taking
didn't trade out, so they have to
Definitely
make a pick.
I have this stupid feeling that we're going to draft Maxwell Hairston. I don't like Hairston. I don't want Hairston. I do not want Hairston. Nope.
I like how on PFFs it doesn't have a Odafe Owe listed as one of the starting edge players. But I do love Tavius Robinson, that kid that's starting on the right outside linebacker. He's a former 5th-round pick. We've been developing like Zadarius Smith and Pernell McPhee for a few years. Very similar build and frame too, like the exact same frame.
Levi, you should have put on who's most likely to crash out, like what fan base. You should have put me on that.
No, I
I'll
think
be
yours
right.
is still good. I would
Actually,
say,
no, I gotta
I would
wait
say right
for
now the Bengals are probably crashing out the most right now. It's got to
Dude,
be.
I feel
Bengals.
like they got to be like
that team's got to be crashing out the most.
Sponge is an Eagle fan, Jake, by the way.
Now,
Chargers pick Chargers probably crash out a little bit because that's a little bit of a.
Who do you think they're going to take again for your Ravens?
If I had to really throw a pick
I
on
know
it,
who
it's
the
probably-
pick is. I won't say it, but I already know who it
It's
is.
probably Starks from Georgia, but I wouldn't be upset by Green or Ezraku.
Man,
Ooh,
I know what the NFL is gonna do. They're gonna let Mike Green follow the Eagles, and that comment Howie made about allegations is gonna bite him in the butt completely.
That would be kind of like how it goes. In a sense.
I already know. I should have known. Right when Howie made that comment, it's gonna come and bite him right in the rear end.
No, Jake. So I love Will Johnson. Wait, is Will Johnson? No, Will Johnson went off the board already, didn't he?
No, Will Johnson's still.
Oh
there.
shit, Will Johnson's on the board. Yeah, I take
Yeah.
Will Johnson then. Yeah, I'm taking Will Johnson if he's still on the board. I totally forgot he's on the board. We
Well,
lost
you
two
have to-
quarterbacks.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Beto.
No, you're gonna have to yell louder for your team to hear you say that.
Oh, look at those draft board information behind them. Wonder if that's this year's or last year's. Let me see. Colin Sklee, Tyler Neville, Carter Huntington. I see Tyler Warren. That's this year's info, bro.
Yeah, those are still up there.
Dude,
wow.
I can read some of those names up there. Like I said, Tyler
Oh my
Warren's names up
God!
there.
You could see their draft board.
Oh my God.
You could see the Ravens draft board right now.
This happened a few years ago. That happened a few years ago. I'm not even going to lie to you. And we lost a lot of players. Teams started trading ahead of us. Non-fucking stop. It happened
You
to the
guys showed your
Cowboys.
draft board, really?
It looked like it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
have to go back and cut it and like see if I can find it. But like it looked like it.
In this year's draft,
That did
the
look like
Ravens
the
do not
draft
I'll go
draft.
back to
The pick is
I'll go
in.
back in this broadcast.
Yep.
God damn it!
Oh!
I knew it, Butch. Once I saw the name, I knew it.
Oh, I'm
won't
watching
ruin
it.
I won't ruin it. I won't ruin it.
The Baltimore Ravens select. Yeah.
You got your guy, man. You got
Now,
your guy.
hey! Now you have two good safeties.
Yeah, now you're.
No,
I have three. If you look at PFF, Darius Washington's a restricted free agent who signed his right of refusal offer. But Darius Washington is a lot like Geno Stone, who went to the Bengals on a free agent deal last year. He doesn't
I
have the
can't
true
be mad.
measurables to be like that number one guy, but he plays with a lot of heart and hustle, and he's dealt with injuries. But
I
this
know
will
I
allow
can't be
Hamilton
mad.
to move back towards the line of scrimmage where he was Defensive Player of the Year caliber. I'm excited about it. Like, this is a free safety, a true free safety. One
He
or
is.
two.
He is hyped.
Polished.
He just passed by the Ravens logo, and he like, yeah, that's my team.
Yeah,
He's hyped.
yeah. I'm excited for it. Like,
He is hyped.
He's polished.
I know I can't
He's
be
the
mad
most
right
polished safety in the draft for sure.
I know. I
yeah,
can't be mad
exactly.
right now.
Like, he was clear number one at free safety. Evan Wari is my number two strong, or my number one strong safety. But when you're looking at free safety, it's him and then Xavier Watts. Like,
I know I can't be mad right now because we have the best GM in sports.
Yeah, you guys don't need no face punch.
and like the thing is, he played all across the field. Like last year,
No,
he lined up in the slot 271 times. Like,
You guys
he
are
plays
gonna
everywhere.
We need a good defensive player, and I know
You-
what teams are gonna do. They know that comment Howie made. They know Mike Green is. Yeah, no.
Dude, you're drafting Will Johnson because Howie Roseman does not care about injuries at all.
Probably.
He's going to draft Will Johnson.
Who knows? if
The
Will
Eagles are
Johnson
going to
will
draft
be
Sanders,
there.
Shamer Sanders.
If anything, the Commanders will probably take Will Johnson here. Like,
I'm so excited to see Malachi Starks. He dropped a lot when he ran that slower 40, just like Kyle Hamilton did. Like,
man, like
I'm
Howie's got
smiling. Like,
to stop saying stuff, man, because he even said that he wants to draft Stark.
I'll be right back.
Like,
So I
Oh,
think
but I
the
get to
last
see the
player
ball.
that
He's going to go and yell at outside his house. Yeah. And then he's going to come back all calm.
So, just real quick about the 49ers pick, real quick. I've been thinking about this, just waiting for an opportunity to say it. So, like we talked about how like he would fall to like 19th pick, Mikael Williams. He's mocked somewhere around the 19th pick. That's not really a reach to me, by the way. That's still in the general area. I don't think that's like some people are gonna call it a reach, but I don't think so. Just because you got him 8 spots ahead of his average pick, that's not a reach to me.
I know.
I don't think
I
that's
know.
really a
I
reach.
hate.
Especially
I
if
know,
that's
I
who
hate-
they wanted and they couldn't move down, or they didn't even want to risk to move down.
Yeah.
I know I hate.
I don't think
guys
anybody
that
want to
seem
trade up
take
either.
more.
Like this entire
No.
draft, the whole narrative of this draft was nobody wants to trade up in this draft at all. So finding a trade partner to trade back was.
I thought finding a trade partner
know
would be
what?
at the beginning of the draft, which it was, because of Travis, and then at the end of the round if there was quarterbacks falling, which
You know
they
what?
have.
Could we get the local kid? Could we get the local kid?
The crazy kid?
No, the local kid, Jahad Campbell.
Jahad Campbell. Yeah, he's got Zach Bond. You don't need a linebacker.
He's another hybrid. And
Do you
if
need another
anything-
linebacker? You got Zach
if
Bond,
any-
right?
Well, no, we have Zach Bond, and we lost.
You
Warren
need
Gray.
safety help.
We need safety help, but they're man. I
You like him on a worry? He's great.
like him on worry. I like him in worry, but I would honestly like.
Starks would have been a good pick for you for your
I know, that's
Eagles.
who we wanted. That's who we wanted. Not necessarily who I wanted, but if that was the last resort, I was going to be perfectly fine with that. Like,
Hey, then Nolan fell in the same. He went to Arizona, right?
no
So
one.
he's going to be in our division.
Yeah.
Walter Nolan.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I'm not. I think it's a good pick for them, but I'm not. A lot of 49ers fans when I was in my life were freaking out about it.
Man,
There's a huge question mark with Walter Nolan. I want to see it first.
Yeah, I think Grant was better. I think the pick Kenneth Grant was a better pick before Nolan. Myself.
Really?
Man, I
To
hope
plug
this
in,
is either
yeah.
Mike
If you want to
Green-
stop the
He's
run and
best
plug in the
run
middle,
stopper. Yeah, he's the best run stopper in this draft. Grant is. For sure.
if he would have fell to the end of the first round, I could see the Niners drafting back in and getting him, but that didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean,
The
there's
Lions.
players here I would love for the 49ers to trade up to try to get. Like, honestly, there's a few of them. I wouldn't mind taking another pass rusher. There's like a few of them. Like, I wouldn't mind going
Man,
after Zach.
now, not like I said.
Yeah.
Now the
Having
guy
two
who
of them, I
really
wouldn't mind
want-
having the depth there, but they're not going to do that.
The guy
especially
who I
deep
really
tackles
want right
taken.
now is Donovan Izaraku, and I know he's going to come off the board here to the Lions. I just know it.
Yeah, he kind of screams lines. Kind of type of deal.
But you know
Who's that?
Will Johnson.
The Lions are going to take Izaraku, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pick is in, guys. Here we go. Here we go.
Yep.
Detroit Lions.
Oh!
Mhm.
Oh, Sponge is crashing out. It sounds
Yep.
like.
Thank God.
What?
Yep.
Thank the Lord.
Oh,
Thank
I
the
wanted
Lord.
him in the
Yeah,
second
now
round.
Yeah.
excited.
Wow. I wanted him in the second round, too.
I know.
Who is this? Who is this?
Listen, as your Buckeyes person here, yeah, this is a great pick for Detroit.
That's an
The Lord.
excellent pick.
Oh, Tyleek Williams is a stud.
Thank
Yep.
you. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
my
Thank you.
God.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's
Thank you.
one
Thank
A
you.
man.
Thank
Man,
you.
we
Thank
need
you. Thank you.
interior linemen desperately, and look at what's going on.
Oh,
That's
my
a
Thank you.
God.
stud.
Thank you.
Although I
Thank
do
you.
like Darius Alexander
Oh, yeah.
as well from Toledo for the Niners.
I'm not high on him. I think he's okay. A lot of people love him.
I
but-
think he's got so much potential. Like if he
I
lands
have-
in the right spot, like
Yep.
I have Alexander ranked above Tyler.
And Williams. We could have had both Williams.
I'm not
On
gonna
the
lie. There's
outside
gonna
and
be
the
a
inside.
there's gonna be another interior defensive lineman taken from Ohio State in this draft, and he's damn good too.
Ty Hamilton.
Yes, sir.
You just go somewhere in the fourth
Yeah,
round. He's the second best
Commander-
bet.
You know what's
Oh my
crazy?
God.
So we're seeing both interior defensive linemen from Texas drafted this draft, both interior defensive linemen from Ohio State, both interior defensive line. Who's the other college?
Michigan.
Michigan. Like we're seeing tons of duos of interior
Bro,
defensive linemen going to be
bro,
drafted
Or the
together. Like,
Commander. I feel like the Commander.
Leak Williams was the guy I wanted at 43, dude. So bad.
I really thought he
I
was going to
think-
be there in the second round too. Like
I had him going to the Raiders. in the
that's
second round. Yeah.
What do you think
That's
about
like a- I'm
David?
not
What do you
gonna
think
lie,
about
that's a
CJ
little-
West?
Yeah.
oh, CJ West is stud.
Yep, I like him.
He's one of the few guys too that played a good amount of A gap snaps in this
Yep.
draft class as well. So he's in like even more unique category for me. Like
Yep, I
I
like
know
him.
I'm a little head scratching on this though because they've got Aleem McNeil on the inside as well as DJ Reader, who's a damn good run defender. Like I'm a little head scratching on this pick. I like it like as maybe like BPA or like I don't know, dude.
Didn't want the
Little head
Niners to get
scratching.
him.
Love the kid.
Didn't want the Niners to get him. For sure.
Welcome in, Juan.
My dad just came
We
up
don't
and
need
said
him,
that
but
the Eagles,
damn it, we don't want
my
the
dad
Niners
just
to get
came
him.
up and said that the Eagles are going to select Shador Sanders.
That someone's looks like he's gonna fall in the first round, man. That's crazy.
So
Unless the team trades up with the Eagles.
So I want to say something about Shador because I've seen him a lot, and I'm a huge Pac-12 guy, but that's a different conversation. He's good. The problem that I have is that he just has a strong arm and he can scramble. But in the NFL, there's a lot of things you also have to do. Having a strong arm and that mobility is not going to save you in the NFL. So it's a disaster for like mistakes, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of teams are not drafting them. And I said this a year ago, and everyone laughed at me. I could be wrong about him, but I saw him in a lot of Pac-12 games. He was horrible in that conference. When he went to the Big 12, they don't play defense, and that's why he was.
Does
really
nobody want to trade with the Eagles? Like, I understand why, but like, I feel like Howard.
Commander's pick is in.
I feel like Howie.
Yeah, Shador Sanders, man. He like you see, he has the ability to be twitchy, but he's never shown to actually be escape consistently. He escapes sometimes, but he never
Levi.
consistently escapes the pocket or that pressure. He always takes the sack in the end.
Oh, excuse me.
It's actually
Levi,
kind of
is there a
crazy.
chance that Eric DeCosta was the one who blocked Howie Roseman's number?
Who's Eric DeCosta?
The GM.
What about my GM?
Yeah, I'm talking about your GM.
Are you saying the GM prevented you to get a player you wanted?
Yeah.
He purposely, what happens is the GM for the Ravens purposely went to Howie Roseman's house, stole his draft board, and is now going to take every pick that Howie Roseman's.
Well, if you don't know
mean-
this, when the
Can't beat him, Jordan.
Eagles started rebuilding the organization, they hired a lot of former Ravens scouts to come into their organization. The Ravens and the Eagles actually have a great relationship front office wise.
So, do you think he did that? He said that as a joke. Like, do you think he was the GM who came out and said that they're blocking the 215 number?
Well, yeah, he's stealing all his scouts and shit. So why wouldn't he? He's stealing all of his people.
I only know there's only one team we don't get along with, and that's Chicago.
Wait. So you get along with like the Pittsburgh Steelers, and
You
With what?
get along
so
with
you get
the
along with
Steelers?
the Steelers and your division.
Well, I
rivals?
shouldn't say that. We just don't even field their calls. They're blocked. As well as who's the GM? Is it not the Lions? Is it there's a GM? He prank calls every GM every year.
That's
I forgot which GM it is, but he literally just messes with every GM every year.
it's got to be like a young guy. Like,
Let me see. I'll Google it.
The Commanders are excited whoever they drafted. It must have been
Yeah.
Shador Sanders.
yeah, I already
Yeah.
know. It's
Because they
gotta
have a
be
problem
one
with
of
the quarterback there.
Apparently,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
John Dorsey, the GM of currently of the Browns, who I used to be the GM of the Packers back in the day.
Dorsey, yeah.
Yeah,
I
or
know
he
they're
was
gonna
also of
take one
the
New
Colts.
Jersey kids.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
taking
he
one of the Jersey
Prank calls
kids.
every year.
The pick
taking
is
one of the
in.
Jersey
The
kids.
pick is in. Let's go.
Be
The pick
ready
is
for me to
in.
crash out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, never mind. I'll be laughing in Commanders fans' faces. Matter of fact.
What?
Oh, that's a
Josh
good pick.
Connerly
What?
Laughing in
Jr.
your faces, Commanders fans.
Why would you pick Connerly?
He's good.
What? What do you mean? He's very
That Eagles
He's
defense
very
might
mud.
be all over
He's
it.
good because he's not a Niner.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't love that. I hate that pick. That is crazy work, dude.
Hear me out.
Oh
Hear
my
me out.
god.
At least it wasn't us.
that pick is trash.
Okay, hear me out. He's not a bad pass protector. But if you look at their depth chart right here, Coleman, the starting right tackle, third round pick, he should have never been a tackle. I remember covering him. He always should have been converting to guard. This will allow him to convert to guard as well. So not only could this improve their right tackle position because they already got Tunsil from Houston, in that trade.
Man,
But this also might
teams
improve their interior offensive line. So I can't
Man,
really hate the
teams
pick.
are learning that they have to
I
draft
hate
O line
this
to win
pick.
He can pass
championships.
protect though. He's not bad in pass protection.
Howie Roseman should be flattered right now. Both division rivals drafted O linemen. And O lineman wins championships. You know,
That's
Cowboys drafting no
absolutely-
lineman.
Oh my
Commanders
god!
drafting no lineman.
I'm a fan of the Commanders, like in a way of like I wish them the best. And I want them to win, and succeed. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not a
absolutely.
Commanders
not.
fan, but to like that's crazy, dude.
Oh, I cannot wait to troll them on X.
I wanted the Chiefs to take Connerly.
I
That's what I
cannot
wanted
wait
them to
troll-
do.
I cannot wait.
But they
They're
are trying to
going
protect they are trying to protect their investment from last year.
Yeah, I guess
Man,
that's the bright side. But I would defense, man. They should
Who
have
are
gone D
they?
end.
Who are these guys gonna take here?
They should have gone D end. That's
Could
crazy.
this be Maxwell Harrison?
You got to look at that stat they're showing right there. 2 sacks allowed in over 1,091 snaps in his entire career. That's impressive at any level.
I don't believe in the guy, so I
Matter
Like I
of
said,
fact,
I think
that's
that's a
impressive.
pass.
but I'm a hater. I'm a hater. Of course.
I didn't watch enough tape of him to really make an opinion.
I know Terradome hates the pick. Terradome hates the pick because he's like.
I don't like him, and I hate
players.
him even more now that he's on the Washington football.
I wish he would have went to the Eagles.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Oh my
Actually,
God. I want the Bills are going to take Chevelle Jr. here. Siobhan.
I love.
No,
that.
they're going to
Why
take
are
that
they showing
linebacker.
Shador? Why
Campbell.
Are they showing Shador?
You think they're
Oh,
to
that
Campbell?
Shador just
Okay.
walked out the room.
They
Why
need a
are they
linebacker
showing
bad.
Shador for the freaking
That's true.
He is
That's
right on
true.
that. Milano can't stay healthy.
Is
Terrell
Von
Bernard
Miller
had
still with the
elbow injury.
Chiefs or the Bills?
No,
And then they
Von
lost Spillane. in
Yep.
free agency.
gone. So yeah,
Yep.
John Campbell could be it right here. Yeah, that's true.
They never had Spillane, Levi.
My apologies. That's the Raiders.
Man, that's crazy.
Raiders win
man,
running
oh,
back. That was interesting.
Man. This could be
Here
Will
we go.
Johnson.
I think it's is this
be
where
Will
Mike
Johnson.
Green comes off the board?
This is gonna. It's gonna be.
I'm-
No, they already picked up Joey.
I really hope this is Will Johnson.
This is gonna be a corner. I think. I think it's gonna be a corner. 100%.
Actually, I hope
I-
it's Maxwell Harrison. I hope it's Maxwell
Linebacker.
Harrison.
Watch.
Well, that's the thing is they don't have Von Miller. Joey Bosa is not necessarily reliable.
If teams let the
That's
Eagles
true.
get Ezeraku or Will Johnson, they are going to regret it.
It's gonna be a corner. I think it's gonna be a corner. You got linebacker. Campbell. Crazy Juice thinks it's
Evan
Campbell.
Warry comes off the board probably right here.
Oh, I know Will Johnson's still here. I don't.
He's
I
in.
want.
Yeah, I couldn't hate Will Johnson because they signed Trey White back from us, so he's at the end of his career. Like,
No, I think if they're drafting a corner, it's going to be Maxwell Harrison.
Teron Johnson, their nickel slot's way better than that grade indicates too. So they've got a good
Here's
nickel.
hoping if they draft a corner, it's Maxwell Harrison. I want him off the board before the Eagles pick. I don't want the Eagles to draft him. If the Eagles draft him, I will leave this right away. I won't even give an opinion. I won't be happy.
I had to turn off my camera. I was smashing some Culvers my girlfriend brought home. So damn good.
I will not be happy if I spent all 4 hours I've been here to draft Maxwell Harrison.
No, we already know you're waiting all this time to trade out.
It's probably
I
gonna.
get-
That would be so funny, dude. All that time just to trade out, dude.
I'd rather draft Shamar Stewart.
Really? Or that Maxwell Harrison.
Oh, look at
That's
they
great.
brought the player for the Eagles. It's coming out.
Man, I'm not a Harris.
Damn.
Like,
Oh, he's an Eagles player?
No,
No,
he's a
he's
Bills
gonna
man.
find a wheelchair. That's so messed up, dude.
Hey, for a guy that was in a wheelchair for 10 years, bro. Yeah, I know. I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
No. If you were a part of that party, you could say that. It's fair.
No, it's still bad. I still apologize.
Okay.
Because I'm not in that wheelchair. No, and I told I would never walk again, so I can feel bad for this kid.
Oh wow, man, that's crazy. Congratulations. That's actually cool.
Oh, thank you.
Roll that. You pass that.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Well, my
We'll pass on
spine-
we'll pass on the Hot Wheels jokes.
Yeah. this dude.
Oh
This dude.
man.
Had to be a Raven fan. Don't
Not
give me
for the
stuff.
Make-A-Wish, kid. Come on.
Don't- oh, bro, don't get me. See, this guy, Darwin's
Nick
dangerous.
is so fucking nervous, dude. He is so nervous right now.
I can go dark so fast, it's not even funny.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Pick a
Oh, you
shade.
saw it, Spongy?
Oh my god. Wait,
He hits the reverse
wait,
as
no,
he
no, no, no,
cheats.
no, because Carcass just messaged me that the Eagles moved up to 31.
No,
How do
they
you move
did.
back?
They did. Holy!
How do you
Wow.
move back?
I can tell by the ticker at the bottom. That's the only reason.
Wow.
Technically,
But how do you
Casey's
move
lost.
back?
Wow. They
You
took
move
him.
forward,
Well,
right?
what did you give up, Sponge? Is going to be the real question.
He's
Yep.
like, they move back to third.
They took
Go Buffalo!
Maxwell
There's
Harrison.
no point
All they
Chimera.
did was move up one spot.
But you know
There
what?
must have been a player that
Buffalo Bills
Philadelphia
Either
did
that
did
or
not
Kansas
want
City
away.
said, you know what? You beat us on the Super Bowl.
Maxwell Harrison.
We're getting a pick from your ass.
Wow.
I wish I
That
had
GM was like, no, we're not going to
I-
win one more pick. We like some guy.
I
It's on our-
cannot
Well,
believe
you guys were right about corner.
I cannot believe that Maxwell Harrison just came off the board before Will Johnson.
That
Did
is
teams
crazy.
forget that Will Johnson's on the board like I did earlier?
Oh, the Eagles.
So
This is good. This is gonna be.
Well,
Will
I know
Johnson right here.
Will Johnson has injury issues that they're concerned about.
I guess
It's
that
either-
is actually why he is
All right,
throwing
all right,
it
all right.
super hard.
Amonowari or Will Johnson. That's my guess.
So, I was listening to about Will Johnson. Someone said besides the injuries, because, and again, I don't want to like talk about this because this is not college football. When he was a player at Harbaugh, he had a lot of character issues, and so a lot of the teams are fighting. And again, I don't want to say Harbaugh's a bad coach. I'm just saying that when he was there, he did a lot of bad things.
We have a thing infamous here in Baltimore. We call it the Harbaugh doghouse, and I'm
Yeah.
guessing that's what
I want-
Will Johnson
I-
said.
If there's a good hardball, it's definitely one over there in Baltimore.
I want either,
He all right. He all right.
I either want Jihad Campbell or Donnie
Yes.
Mezeraku.
He's better
I
than
mean,
Jim, bro. Come on.
Listen,
What do you guys think this pick's gonna be?
I'm
Yeah.
hoping Ezraku.
Is a rocker or John Campbell?
Ezraku or
I
Campbell.
mean, both. Good.
pick is in, Spongy. Your pick is in.
Wow,
Okay.
they-
What
I'm
did they
going
give? I'm
downstairs.
interested what they gave up just to move up one spot.
We'll
That's
probably
what I
Will
would
find out.
Johnson or Amonowari? It's Will Johnson or Amonowari.
No,
It's gotta be.
no.
It's probably like a day 3 pick. Like a
Oh,
day-
yeah.
Kansas
Oh,
City
maybe-
probably lied to them. Oh, we're getting calls from this team, and that team. They're like,
We have
oh,
plenty of picks
okay.
to do.
I would be upset if they took Izaraku or John Campbell. I'd be kind of bummed out because that would really help them out a lot.
Yeah.
They need to take someone. They need to take Andrea Borregales from Miami.
So
That's probably the way to go here.
Oh, excuse
Well,
me.
he's the number one kicker.
He is the
Trying to
number one
find
kicker.
out Draft details,
A
like,
kicker.
the trade details.
Niners are the only ones that take kickers high, bro.
What
Not
in
anymore.
Oakland are you talking about?
They can't do that anymore. These-
Hey, shh, nobody's talking to you guys.
We can't get that Marshall Edge because he has.
it's gonna be
I
Will
don't know
Campbell.
if I like this Hairston pick, man. Like, I know he's got speed, but like,
Hey, Wolfie, is that a pick?
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It cost you a 5th round pick, Sponge.
I told you, day 3 pick.
We only traded a fifth.
Yeah.
I mean, 164 is a good pick still.
I mean, you're
Well,
only
we have
moving
three-
up one
we
spot.
have three
Moving up
picks, so
one
it don't
spot.
matter.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But you
I like
gave
that.
it to Kansas City.
That's
Yep.
true.
Oh my god.
You
But
know,
you
no,
beat
that
the-
is
but-
like the ultimate I'm still better than you move. When you make a
Exactly.
trade with the guy you beat, you're like, no, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yep.
You pretty much got bitched. Like, give me your punk, bitch. Give me your pick, bitch.
Yeah.
But I would like that 5th round. It's not bad.
It's like where they're like, give me your wallet, give me your keys. Actually, give me them shoes too, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're going to make us wait because we're in commercial break.
Oh, I know, right? They're like I said, they're gonna slow ramp us, like Rick said.
Well, the reason why they're slowing it down.
No
because
Vaseline either.
Oh,
The reason why they're slowing it down because the draft was actually moving in a much quicker pace.
Yeah, they have to make it hit 9 o'clock.
Hey, hey, Wolfie, is that a pit you have?
What's that?
Your doggy?
A pick?
No,
Pitty.
pit.
Oh, a pit. Oh no, she's a German Shepherd Whippet.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering where she
Yeah.
got the
I
beard
just seen it
from.
at a glance. I didn't really get a good look,
Mhm.
and I thought it was a pit. I used to raise pits.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Pits are the most loving dogs there is.
Yeah,
but
it is.
people-
They are actually one of the most emotionally intelligent dogs
Yes.
out there, and that's
Yes.
why they're
So
great
glad.
caretakers.
I'd be
Yes.
a little mad if we draft a corner
She doesn't. She does.
I had
not
a buddy,
bark at all.
Beto, that he bred red
and then
nose
trade
pits.
him back to the team
Yeah, right. I bred. Yeah,
for
I
32.
I used to go through a comb and these people that were buying my pits, and I would let them go a little bit cheaper if I knew they were going to good families.
Shotzi traded up
But
and
I
it
did not
only
want them
cost
to
us
be in any way.
150.
One guy got one and used it for
Shotzi's in, like,
boar
May
hunting,
something for next year.
which
Yeah.
was they're good at that for that.
Yeah, because they basically they're the ones like they get the tracker dogs to chase them down, and then they send the pity in just to grab and hold
Yep.
them. Basically,
He was so impressed with that female pit that he got for me that he got me. He went and got the ancestors and the ancestor paperwork. He paid for everything, gave me copies of everything. I'm like,
my buddy
Okay.
always said his female pitties were way better dogs than his males.
yeah, I only have females. Yeah, they're more calmer too. Plus, I don't want any dog lifting up their leg and peeing on the couch.
Yeah, that's
I
one
can
thing.
handle the
Yeah.
floor, not on the couch. Territorial.
He showed me one time. He's like, my dog can climb a tree. I'm like, boy, you shit me. Like, ain't no way that dog climbs a tree. And sure, he ran over the tree. He climbed up in it, and he
They
started
do.
calling. He's like, Nala, help! I'm stuck. And that dog went straight up that tree like 10, 15 feet. Like, it's because I guess they were originally like also bear hunting dogs. Like, so they'd run them up the tree basically.
I seen a dog chase a cat, bro, and the cat ran up and thought he got away. And when the cat turned around, the dog was right behind him. He's like, oh, if he can talk, he's like, oh crap, didn't go high enough. But the dog didn't hurt the cat. They were playing, but still.
Yeah. I know mine likes it. Mine's just like a small game dog. So when she sees like a little rabbit or a squirrel, she loses her mind.
I got
She'll just sit there and point perfectly. Like,
I got a Chihuahua and a poodle, and my Chihuahua takes my birds for a ride on her back, and the
oh,
birds are just sitting there, and she's walking around. The bird just going for a ride. Crazy.
So the Cleveland Browns are probably going to take Shedeur Sanders at 33, right? That's the consensus.
I feel like
right
it's a
now.
guarantee at this point. Like, it's got
Yeah. It's got to
Hey,
be.
good move for the Browns. They didn't have to move up, move a spot, nothing.
exactly. Like,
And
is
they're still
Pittsburgh going to come up for Milrope in the second?
True. Oh, you know, it's really. Oh, I just realized something. They invited Milrow to the first round draft green room.
Yeah,
That
they
is
did.
so messed up, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
That's so messed up. Everyone was saying, "Oh, he's not. No, he's gonna get picked." They wouldn't
When they
invite him like
him,
that.
I questioned everything, and like I said, the joke has been they invited Milrose so that they could show the draft room constantly.
Mhm.
God, that's actually hilarious, dude. That's messed
God,
up.
green's an
It's
ugly
not-
color,
they haven't
unless
shown
it's on
the-
money.
you know, they haven't
Oh,
shown
look at those drafts the past few years. Those first and second round picks by the Eagles.
Eagles
They
chiefs
nailed
today,
it.
fifth rounder. I like
Hey,
that.
Seattle got a good guard, man.
Yeah,
Oh
Grayson
yeah,
Bell is my favorite
Stable,
one,
yeah, a stud. And they needed
What is
offensive line help
anyone
so bad.
Yeah.
You can't have Darnold running for his life. It won't
Yeah.
work. Well.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
Donald
we
doesn't
saw
do that shit well.
in Minnesota.
Hick is
I went-
in.
I'm waiting for Spongy
He's in.
reaction. Wherever he is.
I know he's muted. He's probably
Yeah, he-
watching and listening.
He's probably screaming.
Are you kidding me?
You saw a Big Niner?
I'm still waiting for it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, they got their
Goodell's locking
linebacker.
out. Oh, did they go and get him?
Got Jahad Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's a good pick for
That
him.
means
That is a
Mike
good
Green
pick,
just
yeah.
fell to the Chiefs.
Listen, you can never go wrong with an Alabama player.
Well, when you got Zach Bond,
Unless you're a quarterback.
you know what this
That's
means?
true. That's true.
That
is true.
means Kansas City was getting calls from somebody on camera.
Yeah.
And Philly said,
Let's
"Hey,
go.
we'll give you a
Let's
fifth over."
go.
You saw that?
Let's go.
That has to be what that means. Like,
Mhm.
Him
I mean,
or
that's a
Zach
great
Bonds-
pick, Spuds,
Zach
like-
Bonds in coverage while he's
Is
just a down
Spongy
guy.
crying?
He's happy.
Perfect pick.
He's happy. I would be too. Like,
Now you get to all Giants fans. You got the better player.
And he just tore ACL right down
I'm
the
sorry,
hallway.
Giants fans.
Didn't he just hit the wrong logo?
Yeah, he just tore his ACL running down the hallway.
All right, guys.
Okay.
I see
Wow.
the Chiefs going two ways here. Josh
No, nobody
Simmons or Mike Green? Which one
No
do you think this is
no
going to
one
be?
cares.
Will Johnson.
Knowing that
Simmons.
Josh Simmons, yeah. Andy Reid loves those freaking offensive linemen.
If he's 100% ready to go, dude, no pain in his knee, he's the best tackle in this draft.
He took Jalen Moore to be their line side for
Exactly.
Patrick Mahomes. They wanted to get Patrick Mahomes killed.
Oh my god, I wanted Ezraku, but I don't mind.
That's a
Josh
great
Campbell one
pick,
bit.
dude. I'd be thrilled. You should
I
be
don't
thrilled.
like
Yeah, he's a
Campbell.
stud.
I don't mind him one bit.
He reminds me of the linebacker for Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the one that just retired, or
Levante David,
yeah, Levante Davis.
and I mean he's an edge rusher too. Like he's a hybrid. So
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
Oh,
like
is
they're
he?
saying right there, they're
He's
saying
a hybrid.
pass rush
Yep,
value.
Oh, okay. No,
Compare
then
him to Edgar and Cooper,
So-
who went
so
to the
that-
Packers a couple years ago.
last year. I mean, like I said, if we were drafting a guy who was either going to be him, I didn't think he would fall this far. Like,
then your defense is already good, bro.
yeah, I mean, but we needed to get a defensive player. If you look at how many,
And you don't
players
even
left
need
us.
to start him this year. You can sit there. Oh my goodness, you guys are in. That's
And
how
he's
the
from-
Niners were a
he-
few
he-
years
he-
ago.
I think he grew up a Philly fan also. So.
Yeah, that's wild. You think he's gonna compete with Jalen Hurts on the outside?
Yes, they did bring it up in the interview. He grew up an Eagles fan.
I like honestly I like Demetrius Knight better.
God, that defense,
more.
man.
And
Like,
then, so the Chiefs already have two linebackers. Why would you even need to trade with them?
Yeah,
that's
Fifth
what I'm
round
saying.
pick.
Someone else was probably calling to come up and get Campbell,
Yep.
and the
Well,
Eagles
at
were
least
willing
that's
to
what the
outbid
Chiefs
them.
told the Eagles, right?
Yep.
well,
Exactly.
see,
That's why you traded.
I honestly, I think you might have heard me say it earlier because when I was talking to my dad, I said I'm shocked they didn't demand more. Like, I understand.
How much can you ask for one spot, though?
Yeah.
I mean, but like they could have asked for like.
But they
pick
beat him in the
next
Super
year.
Bowl. There's kind of like that personal that
I know.
kind of
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean the Chiefs.
Try to trade
The
with
Chiefs,
division rival
honestly.
almost.
Watch that round 5th pick that you gave the Chiefs is the reason why they beat you next year.
Well, at least we'll be in the Super Bowl next year. That's something your team will never probably witness.
Oh.
Okay, here we go with the jokes.
I
What is
mean,
this pick going to be, though? What is this pick going to be? This is actually kind of.
Watch them trade out.
nah, the pick is in already. I mean, this is interesting, man. Like,
I definitely could see them taking Simmons. I don't like Simmons that much, but
I don't mind if Simmons. Okay, you take
It's just a
the
big if
injury
with
off
him,
of.
man.
You take the injury history and injury risk off of Simmons, which I know it's very hard to do that.
I already did that.
But he's a top player.
He's the
in this
best
draft.
tackle in this
I
draft.
just don't see it. I don't see it last year when he had his healthy year. Didn't see it.
Wow, Simmons hater. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I've been a Simmons hater
Tackle
for
in
a
this
while.
draft, dude.
I mean,
Oh, that's not fair either. Because if he has an injury issue, he's not gonna be able to prove you wrong. That's messed up, dude.
Like I said, it's not even an injury
That's
issue.
messed up, dude.
Could this be Will Johnson
It could be Will Johnson.
or could
No,
you
if he
know
has
what it
character
is?
concerns, Andy Reid is not taking him.
He doesn't have
Guaranteed.
character.
I'm sorry. What in the Rice or
Yeah, Rasheed Rice.
Hunter?
Oh, then you know
I
what?
really
This is
don't
gonna be
know.
Mike
You got the
who
circle,
he
I'm
the
telling
scar,
you,
yeah.
this is gonna be Mike Green.
This is going to be Nick
Trevion
Skirt.
Henderson.
That's all they
Nick
took is
Howard.
Beetlejuice.
bad
Beetlejuice.
character players.
Beetlejuice.
Trayvon Henderson? Is this Travion Henderson?
Travion Henderson.
Here we go. Pick us in.
Oh, I heard it.
Yep. That's who Wolfie said. It is not Travion Henderson.
Oh yeah.
Beetlejuice. I told you.
His teammate.
We were just talking about him. And
It's Josh Simmons.
we said his name, and it was picked.
I feel like he's gonna lock for Kansas City for a while.
He's gonna what?
Yep.
Oh my god, dude.
And you know who Cleveland.
Honestly, I didn't expect him to fall that low, but
And you know who Cleveland's gonna draft? The Cleveland
I
is
actually
gonna
thought he
draft
might fall the first
Shedeur
round because of
Sanders.
injury.
Dude, that's so hilarious. Like they're still gonna get Shedeur.
Allowed 1 sack in 2 seasons. How many games did he play last year?
I think like 6 games before he got hurt or something like that.
Yep, 6 games
Hey, he's a
against
San Diego State
Western
transfer.
Michigan, Marshall, Iowa, 1 Michigan State game. Was that Appalachian
Absolutely.
State? And then he got hurt against Oregon.
I mean, low key, could you see the Eagles trading up for one of these top players still left?
I mean, why not? You got the draft capital,
We have
man.
the draft capital.
Josh Simmons is going to turn on like Trent Williams for the Niners on Kansas City.
Like,
Oh damn.
yo,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
If Ezraku just falls a couple spots, I could see how he trading up.
The Cleveland Browns should be ecstatic right now, bro.
They
Oh,
really
yeah.
should.
Yeah, they
for
really
real,
should.
like-
What's really funny is they kind of missed out on the Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
for all we know, they might take Jalen Milrow for the 33rd pick tomorrow. Like,
That's
I
true.
really
Also-
like him.
Hey, man. Hey, think about this. Tomorrow,
Oh, show.
you still have Mike Green on the board,
Yeah,
True.
right?
Yeah.
I think that might be a Houston Texan right there.
Oh my
Um,
god, dude! Imagine
How
the
many
49ers
safeties
trade
got
up
took
for
in round 1?
1.
I don't know if the Niners will go another pass rusher though,
Well,
even though I would
I don't-
like it.
I don't-
It's like,
I don't think they will, but could you imagine Mike Green and Mikael Williams, dude? That would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be so
so
cool.
the way I'm looking at it is I don't necessarily I think we need to go interior defensive line.
Well, you can always
Yeah,
kick
yeah, yeah.
Williams, and you can always kick Williams inside,
Yeah, wide 9 that would work for that. True. That's
Yep.
true.
and then move.
I mean,
Green
it was
outside.
a very eventful night. Not how I expected it, honestly. But,
But I think they're going to go D tackle as well, either D tackle or guard with that second pick. It's going to be D tackle or guard, and hopefully it's Jonas Savea. If they get Jonas Savanea, I would absolutely love that.
I like that guy.
Levi,
I watched tape on
Levi,
him.
did
I
you
think
do
he's
the
pretty
mock
good. He
draft
can
on
play
PFF to
tackle
see how
or
they go?
guard.
tomorrow's second and
um,
third rounds, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yep.
I don't know if
Did you,
I don't know if they're going to take any offensive players tomorrow.
Levi,
Really?
did
They,
you,
they got to replenish that defense. If you look at the offense now, I know we need
Well,
kind of help on the line, but they're already pretty much set. We need to really fill in the gap and defensively. That's where a lot of our spots are needed.
I know, but there's quality D tackles with that 75th. You can
There
pick,
is.
100th pick, 113th pick. Like if you picked a guard at 43, you shouldn't be concerned about the D tackles later on. But I think the only trend.
Unless they're in love with a D tackle high up, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you know
Talik
what?
Williams, I think is someone they would have took at 43. I would have took Talik Williams at 43.
I want that tackle from the same school that we took, Kansas, where we took. I can't think of his name.
you know what, Dave?
He's
can
from
you
Kansas,
big
though.
screen me
He's
real quick?
a
Matter
good
of fact,
tackle.
Can you big screen me real
A D
quick?
tackle from Kansas.
Yeah,
that?
I'm
Oh,
trying
no.
to think. I can't think of his name.
No more
Let me see if I
cards. No more cards.
can- Hold on. Let me see if I can
Well,
bring it up. I
who
don't
are
remember
they?
the name.
This is Eagles first round draft pick.
D
Jihad
tackle from
Campbell.
Kansas.
Oh, that's nice. There we
Yeah,
go.
I'm trying to look it up.
Everything has to be all about
D
the Eagles
tackle
with you.
from Kansas.
Or let me see here. Give me
I just
a
want to
second.
clarify on the Simmons thing too. Is just when who he played against in his 2023 film. There are a lot of guys that got drafted from those teams that he did not perform the best against, and of course we didn't get to see him this year, where he was having his best year, but he still hadn't played any competition other than Mike Green, basically.
Love Jihad. Love
Right.
Jihad.
I'm not eating nothing. Oh,
From
I
Kansas.
got nothing in my mouth. My bird think I
You
move my
mean-
lips and they think.
Carolina? You mean TJ Sanders from South
Joining
Carolina?
us from an undisclosed location on the dark side of the moon,
What about Sanders?
Kenny.
Kenny!
I would take
I have
Sanders
a
from
really
South
good
Carolina.
I don't
Hey,
think
Kenny,
the Niners
Kenny,
did.
I'll
Kenny.
find them.
Hey, Kenny, Jackson Dart is a New York Giant.
Yo, that house is crazy.
Logan Brown from Kansas.
Kenny.
He's not bad.
Oh, you're
His
talking
old
about
teammate.
You were right.
Yeah.
Kenny.
Oh.
Boston Township.
Yeah, I like
Boston
him
Township.
Jihad
Eagles
Campbell,
fan,
baby,
Jihad
fall to
Campbell.
the Eagles.
for the later rounds, of course.
Yo, the
Yeah.
Eagles-
Now check this out. I did say Jackson
Kenny.
Dart was going to New York. I said the Jets though,
yeah.
but he still ended up in New York, didn't he?
Still in New York,
Is
yes.
YTC still on? Is YTC
Technically,
still
we're
on,
wrong
John?
by default.
Dude, tomorrow the Browns can pick between Will Johnson, Mike Green, Shador Sam, Nick and
Jalen
Manwari.
Milroe.
What the hell?
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
so many options, man.
Yeah.
I'd be
Man.
excited if I was
And
them.
nobody's even mentioning one of the guys who still left, Donovan Ezeraku, man. Like,
Ezeraku, I thought was going to go to the Commanders.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of great
42.
players left. Like, man, Browns could honestly, they already stole once from Jacksonville. They could steal from another team tomorrow.
and I
Because
was
like
fine if
like
they-
y'all said, there's probably like 5 players on the board you would draft, right? Like still like high value, maybe borderline first round players. So you could trade 4 slots back and still get a BPA and probably pick up, a second round pick next year. Like,
Okay,
Best
think about it.
draft ever, bro. Best draft
Think about it. We drafted 2 players tonight. We drafted Abdul Carter and Jihad Campbell because Abdul Carter will be here in 4 years.
You're probably right.
Hey,
That's a
there's a
beautiful
possibility
thing,
that the
man.
Browns can get Sanders and Green.
Very
In the
possible.
second.
Yeah.
They got
Very
another second, didn't they? So yeah, they
yeah, like they stole from Jacksonville in my
Yeah.
opinion. So,
Yeah.
Up, dude.
What the heck?
They got a first
I don't
round
know,
next year, didn't they?
What do you think about the Michael Williams pick? I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but I don't hate
Oh, I
it.
love that pick. Only
I like
because
it. I like it. Don't
he
love it.
sets the edge and he can stop the run. I think the Niners, that's what they were focusing to doing. They can always build the pass rush from
You
him.
can definitely set the edge, Beto, and that's one thing Mike Green really doesn't do well.
No, not on the 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you also can
You
kick him
trust your
inside.
team.
And
Yeah,
he's
you just-
disruptive.
I feel bad for Mike Green because we really don't know what happened, and now I feel like an asshole. So I want him to still.
But see, a lot of the teams that picked edge
You were
rushers-
probably right. You were
You never
probably
know.
right.
But you know what? It's just hurt. It's a little sad because I
And
remember
who
watching
knows-
St. Brown
Who
and him
knows if
falling
that
and
necessarily
falling.
hurt his
No.
draft stock?
Yeah,
Don't
when
do
I
that.
read up on it, of course, like y'all were saying, didn't get investigated, but supposedly he was suspended from the team, but he was not kicked off the team. He actually chose to leave,
So it's his choice.
which is why I brought up the other day. I mean, also, if one of my own teammates from that same team shot up half my team on a bus ride home, I'd probably leave that college too.
Yeah.
Just to be 100% honest, like, and
Well,
it was a rookie. It was like teammates hazing each other, like clear lack of culture in the locker room.
Roxy.
Like, I get that out there too.
Just because
Okay, I
Mike
will
Green
tell
fell
you-
doesn't mean he's not going to be a good player in the NFL.
I will
True.
tell you.
He's
right
gonna end
now,
up as a Bengal probably.
I still thought.
I thought that's what I said about Mike Green when I wanted him at 11. I was like, if the 49ers don't draft him at 11, that means they did their due diligence and they know, like, okay, obviously this guy's not going to be the guy for 11. But if they did their due diligence and they trust him, they're going to take him at 11. So when they took Mikael Williams, I was like, okay, they probably, especially considering how much attention they've had towards Mike Green through this entire process, it's like, okay, they don't trust him and they're staying clear of him. And they're like, okay, this guy's not the guy.
I read some.
you were
deep
right,
Reddit threads
Kenny,
with
that
guy,
he's not.
actually.
That he's probably.
I thought he
is
was
a-
going to have a long night. I knew it was happening. I felt bad. But I knew it was going to happen.
Kenny, I listened to you and I made my top 50 big board
Good for you, man.
last night, and Jihad Campbell was ranked 12th, and we got him at 31.
Now, I had
Nice.
as the second best linebacker in this entire draft. So you had a great pick.
Second. Who's number 1?
Yeah, who's number-
Jalen Walker. I had Jalen Walker.
Oh,
as-
okay, that's right.
that-
okay,
but
I
You
was
know,
could
like,
almost put
leading
Abdul
edge.
Carter in that same category too, like linebacker edge. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
they
we've
were
seen a lot of those guys come in the NFL now, like Tweener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides Stewart
That's
Cousins
one.
like that too.
Man,
Hey, Kenny,
Kansas City,
how would you
I
feel
like
about
Kansas City
getting
only
Trey
made that
Almos?
trade. I
Trey
feel like
At
Kansas
43.
City only made that
That would
trade
be
No.
so they could
You don't want
so they
Wolfie?
could
Don't
feel
like
like they
him?
won another Super Bowl. By
I like
by
him,
drafting
but I
their
think
pick.
there's more needs there. That
Good
I
job,
think that
Sponge.
third corner. I'd much rather
I
go
also
offensive
made
line or D
a
tackle
top 20 for every other position.
for like 100, like no matter what.
You got to do shorts next time,
What's
Spongy.
his name? Still
I released my shorts this morning at 6
Will
and 9.
Johnson, if he's there.
Princely
43.
is still there from Missouri.
Oh my!
Yeah.
God, I love Princely so much from Ole Miss, dude.
I don't like.
love that
I
guy a
told
lot.
Kenny at
Mississippi,
the very
sorry,
beginning
I
of the
said
draft
Missouri.
process that
Sorry.
Ole Miss was just full of dogs this year.
Yeah,
I don't like
dude.
Princely.
Ooh, TJ Sanders from South Carolina. He's not a bad D
We
tackle.
knew he was
That's
gonna be there.
that's my pick at 43. Is TJ Sanders.
So
I
quarterbacks, I would
love
really
TJ
rather.
Sanders.
I would rather have Siobhan Ravel Jr. Even with the injury, I'd rather have Trey Amos. That's
Kenny,
what.
Kenny, I would
He
give
does
you
have a first round
guys.
grade.
I would give you guys a pat on the back if y'all drafted Trevon Ravel. I mean, I told you last night how much I like that kid.
Look, we're in no rush. We're not winning a Super Bowl this year. If we can get him and he heals, we'll be in
Whoa,
good shape.
whoa,
Who's this?
whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're not winning no Super Bowl. What?
Did you
Well,
say
not-
no Super Bowl, buddy? Come
mean,
on,
dude-
buddy.
Guys, the Rams got another first round.
No,
draft.
please don't say anything nice about the Rams.
Oh,
That's
I know.
insane.
But that's next year, though, bro.
Yeah, but they picked up another
Yeah,
first
that's next year.
in the 2 first round picks in 2026 for the Rams.
Kenny, stop hurting. You're squeezing the salt in the wound, bro. Come on.
It's like sliding
Now
down,
y'all
like-
know how
I
I
get
feel
your
every
point.
the
You
past
have a
2 years
valid
when I
point,
watched
but
the
it hurts to
Steelers
hear
nail
it.
it. That's
No,
exactly how I
good for the
feel every
Rams, bro.
time.
Good for the Rams.
That's a New Jerseyan right there. He does not care what he says.
Yeah, you know who else is New Jerseyan?
You can hate the team, but you can't hate the front office
a lot
for
of
doing
New
a hell of a
Jersey
job.
players went in the first round. I'll tell you what.
Only really two.
I'm with you, Beto. I give credit where credit's due, and they deserve some credit.
I don't know.
I'm the
you're
same way
pushing
here.
it on me.
I don't like the Rams. I don't like the Seahawks, but when they make good picks, or that was my coach that I wanted. I wanted him over Kyle, and they took Kyle.
Yo, the Seattle taking Zabel was a fucking great pick. Good
Yeah,
for you.
that
Okay, guys,
That's a good
I'm
pick,
gonna
yeah.
head out. I'm gonna go see it out.
Well, look who the quarterback is. The
See
one that
ya.
Okay,
runs
buddy.
for his life.
Or-
Deuces.
All right,
Hold on.
Sponge.
All right,
Hold
Spawn.
See you
Have a
tomorrow.
good night,
I
buddy.
don't know if I'm leaving yet. Hold
Good
on,
night.
let me check
Whoever's
something.
leaving, good night. I don't know who's
Give me
leaving,
a
but
second.
Nah, he may
Nope.
not.
Never mind. I'm
You
not.
may not
leaving.
leave. False alarm.
Oh, false alarm.
I was gonna say,
I
Spongy
was
is.
checking.
Oh.
I was checking if YTC was still on.
dang, Spongy, how old are you, man?
35.
You're young,
Yeah,
puppy.
no,
I know. He's still a kid.
He's 32, actually.
I
It's
gotta
just-
sit
he's
on
got
my
that
butt.
thing that you look young.
I gotta sit on my ass that is older than him.
Yeah, Spongy. That's cool, man. That you made a big board, but time you
That's-
got two
he's
shorts.
young.
Mm-hmm.
Bears still suck like that.
To the
much.
bottom.
Spongy, good pick for your
Mhm.
Eagles, man. You guys got a good pick there.
Yep.
Man,
He's a great player.
She.
Yeah, across the board.
The
I hate
only-
it. But
I know
it's good.
all New York Giants fans right now on Twitter are all like,
They're pissed.
I know because they wanted Shador, and I know one guy.
Yeah, my
who-
boy in my
his name,
draft chat, he was
Me
me
right
like, of course we
now
don't
is
take a black
like-
quarterback.
saying a lot of expletives right now. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I
There was
kind of
no-
didn't get that pick at all, but whatever. We'll see.
oh my
that
gosh.
would be the one
right.
pick in this entire draft
John?
where everyone's like, "What the f?" Like, because usually every first round there's like that one "What the f" pick,
All right,
and I
John,
guess the
so,
Jackson Dart one would be it because there's really no one else outside of
Yeah,
that. Like,
no, that's
you can't
definitely the
think of
what
one.
the F pick of the draft.
I know. Listen,
I
like
don't mind it, but
I'm a
it's like,
QB. I'm a QB scout, and again, this is a very bad. Like, no disrespect to Shador, but Cam is the only
Thanks for
quarterback
showing up.
I see.
yeah,
As like
Pretty
round
good.
one. for
Besides
sure.
all of that, it's
Yeah.
like it's hit or miss. Hit or
And
miss.
Cam might not even be that good either.
Well,
I mean,
But he's the
Shador-
best prospect.
tough.
I know he's the best. Like a few years ago, like that quarterback class with Kenny Pickett, he was the only guy, and he was the only guy drafted, and all the other quarterbacks were drafted in the late third,
Well,
and all those
John-
guys are.
I
gone
agree.
from the
I
team.
think Cam Ward screams Jaden Daniels. Of course, slightly different games.
Really?
arms,
that's
but like
that's awesome. That's a great evaluation. For the
hold
guy.
on. We gotta
transfer
say
from a
people's
bad
names
program
right.
to a better one and continued performing better.
We gotta say
Um,
people's names right. It's Kenny Baby Hands Pickett.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super Bowl
No, I thought it was
champion
Barbie
Kenny
Hands
Baby Hands
Pickett.
Pickett. You know, matter.
What was it, Barbie Hands?
That's what Chad says. Where's Trash Trader? I haven't
Kenny
seen him
Tiny
all
Hands
night.
Pickett.
Hey, good
I
thing
would
Sanders
say-
doesn't eat. Good thing Sanders doesn't eat money, right?
I know his
Oh, yeah,
dad.
he's good. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
so he's like,
Hey,
all right.
Hey, we're talking
The
about.
He's
one
got to
pick-
pay his
Pickett.
brother's bills.
Yeah, no, you guys can't
Here
talk
he
about
is.
Kenny Pickett because he has this card. Kenny Pickett
Okay,
has
got
this
carried.
what's
card.
your point?
You can't say another thing about him.
Hey man, what's his name? Kadarius Toney has a Super Bowl ring. Okay, you can get carried. All right.
Well, see, he
Um,
doesn't want to be known as a football player.
Get
anymore. He
carried,
wants to be known
son.
as a
He
rapper.
wants to be a rapper. Yeah.
I'm a rapper now.
But I would say the one pick that just makes me laugh so much is the Shamar Stewart to the Bengals one. That one is
Yeah,
what
that's
baffles me
another
a
one
lot.
that was like, what? You could have three.
Chef's
Made me
kiss.
laugh. The one that made me laugh
That
the
I
most
laughed
was
so
Tyler
hard
Boyd.
at that pick, dude.
I said
Watch
Mike
Rosin-
Ball, but I
Roger
still
Rosengard just shut him down.
You know,
Oh my god.
You know what was another weird pick to me? I thought was the Maxwell Hairston pick. That was
I
Bills?
agree with you, Kenny. I didn't like it.
I
I
don't
choked.
like either. I think Chanel Rebel should have
was
gone
on
there
the
instead.
board. But I guess the injury really is scaring a lot of teams.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people don't like the Booker to the Cowboys picking the Booker.
That's
one. I think
another
it's
one I
rough,
don't really
But
love.
I like that pick actually.
He had
Dude,
25.
have you watched tape
in the
on
last
Booker?
bit.
Yeah, I've watched film.
Oh, no,
He's
not
good.
him.
I like him a lot.
Booker
I like him a lot. He's a
he's
monster.
good, but he's not great. Like
Yeah,
Really?
like
I don't think he's 12th overall pick.
to
Good.
take to take
No.
a guard
Well,
to the top
he's
like
like-
15, they got to be elite caliber. Like
Like
Booker
I don't think
talks like
I don't,
he's elite though.
he's around like 19 or 20. Same thing with the 49ers taking Mikel. He's like 19 or 20. They
Yeah.
did the same thing, taking like a 19-20 guard. Who's the
Yeah.
best guard in this draft? I don't hate it. They have a whole guard offensive line.
Yeah, look,
I guess
you
I'll be
take
the
your-
minority here.
and,
Saying
you,
I
and like
don't
we talked
I
about,
like
if you don't protect your quarterback with offensive line, we can't even do anything. Like
Take the guy
Hey,
that
dude,
As long as
Dak
the
Prescott
Cowboys
doesn't get
keep
hurt.
Dak and we kick their ass, that's all that matters. Okay?
Zabel, Jackson, and Booker, they're the top guards in this draft. It's undoubtedly they're the top guards in this draft. So
I will say
that's
this:
great.
if they took Zabel instead of Booker, I think I would like that more because Zabel can do more things than Booker can along the line.
You know which pick I actually really loved? Josh Connerly Jr. That was a good pick, dude. Dude,
No.
this is
I like it too.
Yo,
I like
so-
it more than Josh Simmons.
Yes, me too. I had Josh.
No.
What is going on?
I had Josh Connerly Jr. ranked as the third best tackle in this draft, and it proved.
I'm telling you, going back to last year, Josh
this
Simmons
tackle
got whooped
draft
up on by a
ass.
lot of guys that got drafted. Like it's nothing
Oh,
about the
Lord.
injury at all. It is purely based. He played at some small college, didn't have a great year, but
San-
everyone saw his size, so he came to Ohio State because the joke is at Ohio State, if you can bench or squat a certain amount, they will sign you no matter what. Again, as someone that lived in Grove City, right outside Columbus, Ohio, I'm telling you this. I was there when Urban Meyer was Ohio State's head coach.
Wolfie, I
So-
was with you. Wolfie, I was with you until last night. Until last night at 5 a.m, I had Josh Connerly ranked as the 7th best offensive tackle in this draft. But the more
That
I
sounds
looked
about
at
right to
him,
me.
I looked at him, I researched him all night, and my dude went from 7 to 3. Just
Who's your next
look
two?
up all his shit. He is really
Who's your
good.
next two? I've
Bro,
watched him. I don't like him. Who's your
My
next two?
first two tackles were Campbell number 1, Banks number 2, Connerly number 3.
Like,
Sim-
bro, I don't.
Simmons
I had-
4, Membo 5. And
If the
that's-
Ravens had not drafted Rosengarten
Yes, bro.
last year,
Then both
I could have seen
five.
Connerly going to the
You
Ravens.
have Membo. You have Connerly ahead of Membo. Are you fucking?
Well, if you're looking for a pass protection specialist, yes, he is
telling
correct.
you, bro.
But if
Telling
you're looking for overall with also run
Okay.
finishing, I'm taking Membo for sure.
Well,
Really, I
that's-
hate-
Whoa.
I think Membo was the only
Connerly-
true right tackle in this. Right,
here it is. That's where is it?
That's crazy, dude.
Campbell, Banks, Connerly, Simmons, Membo, Millam, Trapillo,
Banks is a guard.
Ursary fell so far when I looked into him last night. He's not even a starter, bro.
Yeah, I don't like Ursa.
Okay,
I don't like
Kenny.
any of the rest of
Kenny,
Minnesota.
I have Connerly at 8.
Yeah, I like his ranking. His ranking's got it right. He's got it right. This kid's got
I know,
it right.
man. Look at he was like 100 ranked. He was like 100 ranked pass protector, 98 run.
Oh my god.
Like, it
again,
was-
you weren't here,
tackle-
Kenny. He has over 1,000, almost 1,100 snaps in his career. In 1,100 snaps as a starting left tackle, he's given
Bro,
up 2 sacks.
I'm telling you.
1,100.
I spent like
Because the
35
rest
minutes
of his
just looking at
offense is-
Connerly.
It's even more impressive considering the offense that they run at Oregon.
The people I have above Connerly. Will Campbell.
And Oregon's
Ron
never
Jones,
been known for their
Calvin
offensive
Banks,
line.
And listen, my main thing is draft buzz.
Actually,
That's why
Jackson
I-
Powers last
for a
year.
lot
Panay
of things.
Sewell? What are you talking about? Panay Sewell?
Jackson Powers too
Oregon.
last year technically.
JPJ.
as well.
Power?
I mean, Kenny,
Yeah.
I have guys like Ursery, Donovan Jackson, Grayson Bell, Josh Simmons, Kelvin Banks, Membu, and Campbell above Connerly.
I like his list better.
I don't know. Look where he went in the draft.
here's
They know what they're
here's the
doing,
thing.
man.
I personally do not like the tackles in this draft in general. So like, there's very few that I actually.
Yeah, it's because
like.
last year was a generational tackle draft. Last year was.
I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of tackles.
I like, of course, the top three actually. I like Jackson, Ursery, and Bo, Charles Grant.
Banks
Connerly
going
for me
to,
was like a board around first
Anthony
round
Dal-
guy. Simmons
Anthony
was a
Dalton.
second round.
When I saw Connerly go, bro, I was
Tracy
so
Lawrence.
proud of him. I never
And
met him.
you weren't here, Kenny. That's
Pissed
going to
me
help them.
off.
So they took a kid out of TCU, third round pick, like last year or the year before, Brandon Coleman. Coleman was not supposed to be a tackle. Even the draft analysts were like, he needs to play guard.
He's a guard.
So it's going to
Because-
allow Coleman to move from right tackle to guard. And it's not only helping their tackle position, it's helping their interior offensive line for Washington, which is why I really like that pick.
Did you see last? Not
get
last.
Jonas Savea. If you want to help your interior, get Jonas Savea.
Yeah,
all right.
I got him ranked very high as a guard. He's a great guard. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he's on the tier of like with Donovan Jackson and Booker. He's in that tier. There's three of them. Donovan
that
Booker,
Donovan
and Spada.
Jackson pick, that could be the steal of the first round.
Yeah,
We'll
I like Jackson over Simmons because of his
Guys,
versatility.
Jackson had 25 penalties in the last 2 years, bro.
Damn,
The
that's a
versatility,
lot.
Kenny. The
Yeah,
versatility.
but when you watched
how many
him
penalties?
Abdul Carter got 2 sacks against him when he was playing in left tackle, bro.
We
Abdul
had to play
Carter is
tackle. That's
one of-
not fair. He's a guard though. So
Abdul
like,
Carter-
Yeah,
Abdul
yeah,
Carter
right.
is
'Cause
one
that's
of
what I'm
the
saying. So the
best edge rushers in
versatility,
college
I
football.
told McNiner, we'll see.
I do think the Saints Banks pick was really left field.
Yo, left
That-
field.
love
No,
it.
you know
I
what was
love
left
it.
field?
Smart
You know
as
what
hell.
was left field?
Smart as
Tetero and McMillan to the Panthers.
I
That-
agree on that. I hated that pick. And I think it's classic what Carolina's done under David Tepper.
Yeah.
Carolina could
Not only that, but they have to help out their young kid. They kind of came out late last.
much better.
Yeah,
Last
'cause
year.
I think Spencer
Yeah, I
Rattler
mean,
might be
they
their quarterback.
invested in Keon Coleman. They have
Yeah.
Thielen, and then Jalen Coker was one of my draft special guys who went undrafted and ended
Coker,
up
they don't even
wide
talk
receivers
about
last year.
Carolina.
They
Yeah.
don't even talk
That's what I'm
about
saying. Like
Hey,
the disrespect to go draft that. Like, and in my brain, when I see that draft pick, I feel like they're giving up on Keon Coleman. Like, which,
No.
You mean Xavier?
or
Leggett?
Xavier Leggett. Thank you. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
No, dude. They just want to give
Coker-
Bryant as many weapons as possible. Jatavian Sanders is still there. Tommy Tremble, I think, is still
Yeah,
there.
but you only got one football. How many
I
people
know.
are you going to throw it to? You got Coker. I know this from a meme that I did about the Eagles, the Cowboys separation thing. Coker was top 10 in separation last year,
No.
right? So it's kind of like, why are you quadrupling down on wide receivers? What are you
And
doing?
Wolfie, I don't think you've ever heard this story. I don't think Beto has either. Jalen Coker made it onto my draft special purely by watching the combine. He was one of the few guys that would listen to the coaches, which is one of my harping points constantly. I
Levi-
want to see you listen to a coach, do what the coach says, be respectful and understanding of the coaching that they're giving you, and then the work ethic. He wanted it more than a lot of the other wide receivers at that combine, and that alone got him on my charts. Like,
Levi wants you to do what he says. God damn it.
no, I want you to listen to people that have way more experience than me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, Kenny, what did you think of Colson Loveland over Warren?
I don't know.
That's
because
crazy.
I thought that. Yes, I agree. I thought that was a little wild. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Little
Yeah.
while, but I think
Warren
I did
and
not.
Loveland are really skinny. They look like wide receivers out there, bro.
Well, that's just how tight ends are nowadays. They're
Yeah,
not.
you're-
Back when I played, and like it was 6'5", 250 minimum. To
right.
be
it was
a
more
prototypical
lineman
number
than
one tight
wide
end.
receiver. Now it's more wide receiver than lineman.
Mhm.
Than tight end.
Yeah, because Colson Loveland's not actually the greatest blocker in this draft either. So it's
I
kinda
didn't-
weird.
I didn't
Warren's
He
get-
better
is
blocker.
got no inline ability. He is no inline tight end at all, which I hate.
Weird stuff. Weird, wild stuff.
He's,
that was
Yeah, there's some.
that was a very much so Ben Johnson pick.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
What's
But
weird? I think
I do agree. After like those tight ends, I'm not. And Mason Taylor, I'm not in love with any tight ends like I have been. And like in Sam Laporta's draft class, there were so many damn tight ends, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know,
I
I
mean
realized
the fact.
That
I mean,
Coons,
one of
Tucker
the
Kraft.
hardest,
Beto.
one of the hardest positions
Browns.
to do for my top 20.
What's up?
I had to do top.
No, we heard the
15 for
birdies.
tight ends.
Bird.
I had to do top 15 for tight ends because after
The birds.
after like 8 guys, it drops. Like after Arondé Gatson, there weren't many
No,
guys.
Jalen
Oh,
Conyers
dude, after
is up there.
Gadsden, there's nothing.
See.
There's
Jalen Conyers,
nothing.
man. Jalen Conyers, dude.
Let me
I
see.
I
have
love Jalen
Tyler-
Conyers, man.
I have Tyler Warren.
Are you talking the
Austin
Texas Tech
Loveland,
kid?
Mason
Yeah,
Taylor,
he's solid,
Elijah
He's
Arroyo.
got some potential actually.
Okay,
Harold
no,
Fanning?
like after the top.
He's
2
probably
guys,
rated ahead of Gadsden.
I made.
After the,
Look, I
after
went
the
off.
2
I
top
went.
guys. I have Mason Taylor, Elijah Arroyo, Harold Fannin, Terrence Ferguson, Mitchell Evans, Arondé Gadsden, Gunnar Helm, Luke Lachey.
See, I'm taking Evans and Helm off that list.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm
No,
not-
bring
I'm
in
not- I like Helm. I
Stoll,
don't
the
like
guy that
Evans,
looked
though.
like a psycho.
Brittany
Ian
Stoll
Stoll
in
on
my
my
top
top 15.
But all those other guys, Sponge, I do like, and they all have roles. But like you were saying, they're clearly below Loveland
And
and
then I
Warren
got
in receiving
Jackson.
potential.
Then I got
And Niner, we have a
Jackson
super
Hall.
chat.
I
Really?
got
Super
Jackson
What
chat.
a
Hall.
you know,
Super
kids.
chat up in
Steelers
your
will go
guys.
3-14.
Yeah,
They'll
this
lock
guy
on
is very
SCT.
like he's very critical. Like this is the reason why I like this dude. He's
Yeah.
never going to sugarcoat it. If he takes his team as ass, he will say it.
ass.
No,
Uh,
Levi.
What's up,
I
Hey,
Hey,
would
you
Kenny?
use
never
it
know.
for
They
Kenny.
might trade up for Shador Sanders or
Kenny, I would
Jalen
use
Milrow.
your big boards for some of these
Right,
boards
you
just
never
to see where
know.
we're
What
off.
did they
I'd take
take again?
Milrow. I'd take Milrow before Sanders, bro.
Who did they take? Steelers? Who did they take again?
They took a defensive tackle. I
Derek
think they took Harmon.
Derek Harmon. Oh, yeah, because the Chargers probably going to take him.
Really nice pick.
It's
So
like
who do you
It's not a
think-
bad pick.
yeah,
So
he's
guys, who do you think won the draft? Who do you think got the best pick,
The
best
Jag-
value, best everything? I'd say the Jaguars.
No, they lost.
No, the Jaguars, the Browns. The Browns.
Oh no,
They
Jaguars.
lost, yeah.
Browns.
Browns got a haul.
Honestly,
while
I
getting
don't
Mason
like,
Graham.
I don't like Mason Graham.
I think the Browns won the first round.
hey,
They got
I just
Hall
gotta
and
say
Mason
it.
Graham.
Mason Graham went 5th overall in like 85% of the mock drafts done. Okay, to the Jags, but instead of going to the Jags, he went to the Browns
I know.
at 5th overall. I mean, he's
Okay.
still.
That's what's
If
funny.
They got a first round,
Top
a
7
second, a
guys went
fourth.
to the wrong teams.
Maybe
If I look at who got the most value,
Who,
Are you
who
kidding?
won the
Do you
draft?
want us
The
to
New
say
York
the
Giants.
Eagles?
Might-
But is that what you want? You want us to say the
no,
Eagles?
I
won?
might say the New York Giants. I think I'm going to say the New York
I know
Giants.
it's hard to go with not the Giants or the Browns because they both had 2 first-round
yeah.
picks.
So
Or
Yeah.
well, not the Browns.
I'm gonna
but-
say the Browns.
I mean, but
I
I
like the Browns.
have Abdul Carter.
I'm gonna
as
say
the
let's
best
ask
player
this
the
question in
draft
2 years, 3 years
Yeah.
from now.
that is the
So-
real.
so
All right, let's with prediction. All right, like what do you think is going to happen?
So-
with prediction, we can go back. We'll do a redraft later and then go
So-
through it. But like, who do you think? What you think won? Because I don't think the Niners
Billy.
won.
no.
They didn't win. No.
I'm with you, Wolfie.
No.
It's got to be Cleveland based off the draft capital that
Yeah,
they received.
Billy.
And they'll still get their quarterback.
The Rams
They,
got a
they
first.
stole from Jacksonville.
The
And they
Rams got
took their
a
quarterback,
first round
correct.
pick, bro. Rams got another
I know.
first.
Yeah,
I hate
that's,
Rams
that's a
are up
great
there
move.
too. Yeah, getting it, that they
Hold
got a
on, they
pretty
didn't
good
pick
trade.
a player though. They didn't
No.
pick a player.
But
No.
they
But
but,
the
but,
move
they're gonna
was-
have
it
2
was a
first
good
round
move,
picks
though.
next year. So
But they're gonna have 2
overall,
Philly.
and
Yeah.
they
And
have,
there's going to be better quarterbacks next year.
and they have
Yeah,
2
they
second
will.
round picks.
I mean,
Philly.
what's the second round picks they have?
They're
now,
set to
I don't
rebuild
know,
now
they-
if Matthew Stafford
It depends
calls
where
them.
they
They have
finish.
their second round pick.
Yep.
They have the second round pick of the team they traded with, and then they also got a second round pick for this.
So if the Rams have a decent year, they'll have 2 picks in the bottom, like
Yeah, at the end.
25
Yeah.
around there.
But they can use that to move up.
But if they have like an okay year, they'll have a pick in the top 15 and the team and a pick. So like
I mean,
yeah,
they've got New York's pick for next year. That's lethal. Or is
Yeah.
it? No, it's Atlanta. Sorry,
Oh no, that's right. It wasn't.
so
But Atlanta's not going to do that well either.
Falcons.
Atlanta had a
The Ram-
oh shit. What about Atlanta? They got James Pierce and they got Jalen Walker.
I mean,
Atlanta's gonna be like they always are, like a
No,
500
no,
team. So
I
no matter
hate-
what,
Yeah.
the Rams are gonna get decent.
And the
I
Falcons
hate Atlanta.
already have a
Nope,
decent
I
team.
hate
But the
Kenny.
Falcons always go for pass rushers,
Kenny,
Kenny,
I
but they can
hate
never
Atlanta.
develop them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is why they fired a lot of their defensive staff
Yeah.
this offseason, like because they failed. I was telling this Beto earlier. They invested like 3 picks into defensive line and edge in last year's draft, and none of those guys developed like they
Yep.
were supposed
The
to.
Falcons just
That's
missed
terrible.
the playoffs, guys. They just missed the playoffs.
Kenny,
because
It's the
Kirk
NFC
Cousins got
South.
hurt.
Bro, yeah, look at the division. Exactly.
Bro,
Ken.
their
Hi, Darwin.
division is so
Tampa
horrible.
Bay is not soft.
Now
Kenny.
Tampa Bay is you at least got me there. Tampa Bay is.
Kenny,
I know
I
Tampa
hate
Bay, for whatever the
Atlanta.
reason, on paper, their quarterback is not bad. Their offensive line is not. Their defense is not bad. But for
Baker's
whatever the
fantasy
reason,
quarterback next year.
they always have this, like, when they hit that 9 win, they're like right there. That's like where they peak.
I'm gonna tell you, they make bad decisions. So we played them last year, and if you were watching that stream live, I was begging Tampa Bay coaches to stop their own players. Like Mike Evans and Goodwin were hurt in that game.
Godwin?
And Godwin. And Godwin actually ended up really hurting himself. That cost him multiple weeks after that.
Yeah.
When it was a game, and at that point, there was no reason for him to play. Like, I watched both of those guys hurt themselves in a game that they had already basically lost at that point. And that's where I'm screaming at a coach to do your job. This game is not worth them missing the next 5 games. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Yep.
many
And it cost them.
coaches.
It
have
didn't
the
cost
guts
them
to do
because
that.
they re-signed him at like $20 million discount. So I don't know if they really.
I mean, I'd rather win games and have a deeper
Levi.
playoff run.
But they still won their
Levi,
division.
Levi,
Yeah.
not many coaches have the guts to do that.
I know, and that's a problem.
I mean, even if you're okay, I just want to bring this up, and
You got-
no, this is not me hyping up my coach, okay?
Mhm.
But I don't think many other coaches have, even in a blowout, have taken their starters out in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, all right. That was Sponge. I want to say it again. I laughed so hard and enjoyed so much watching your Eagles spank the Chiefs when they finally
And then-
the Chiefs finally someone got a
49ers did.
fair game against the Chiefs. And your D line blew them apart like they should have been blown apart
Mhm.
all fucking year if they weren't protected by the refs.
Yep.
And we got
Yeah,
their draft
sorry.
pick.
Let's not forget Jahad Campbell has a torn labrum. Okay, remember Patrick
Oh,
Willis?
shit.
He had a very similar injury, and it didn't last very long. And I know it wasn't that because of that, but when you hit a guy with a bad shoulder, shoulders and ankles are the most re-injured things
Hey,
in
Kenny,
the NFL.
Kenny, he doesn't have to play right away.
No,
That
but
is
I'm
true
saying,
too.
Because
I'm
you know
saying a
what?
torn
We got-
labrum, you never know what's
Yeah.
gonna.
We got
He's
this
coming
guy.
into camp to compete with a 4th-round pick from last year.
We got
He's
this
your
guy.
first round pick. He better play right away. He's supposed to be
got
like your
this
day
guy.
one starter. That's
We
crazy.
got
You
this
don't need
guy.
a 1st-round pick when you're defending Super Bowl champion to usually play right away.
Especially a team like
That's
the Eagles, who
actually
have one of
crazy.
the most complete defenses in football. Okay, sorry, but we got this guy and Jalen on.
Yeah.
I don't mess with injuries, man. I don't fuck with injuries.
And
we're
Jalen
I'm not
on.
gonna lie, it's one of the
All right,
better.
we've had
All right, guys,
Yeah.
I gotta go to work in the morning.
Okay.
All right.
See you
Say
tomorrow.
one more thing to you.
So everybody, we will be on tomorrow and Saturday.
Mhm.
So
Every
please
pick,
join
every
us.
round.
Yes, every pick, every round. We're gonna
Mhm.
be here. So if you don't want to listen to the BS all those commentators want to have to say, tune in.
You have us.
Right?
Or even better.
Hey, thank you for having me on and letting me come
Yep.
on late.
Hey, no
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Hey, Beto, if you want to come tomorrow, just
Yep.
send me a text, buddy. I'll
All
send
right.
you the link.
I know.
No doubt, man.
It was great to
Thanks
see
for
you
having me
again,
on, man.
buddy.
About it.
Long
You
time,
too,
buddy.
John Jay.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, everyone.
it's time for us to say goodnight. And as Corey Davis says, go 49ers and F
And
all
go
31
Birds.
other
Good night,
teams.
everybody.